Popcorn? Nachos?
Butter?
Root beer with red licorice straw?
Cheese? Ooh, right here.
Hey, what's up? It's Freddy the Starcast. Welcome to a new episode of episode 99, the big 99. This is the one everyone's been waiting for.
99. You like Brooklyn 99?
I love the Ready to Start. What happened? Girl, bring that back. There was a chat. I love Ready to Start cast, but they weren't elephants, so I commissioned art of them being elephants, and then they got retracted. Like, no, bring it back.
No.
Put it back. Put it the fuck back.
Ryan Rippity. Who else is here?
Hi, the other day. Hi, I'm Rosa. The other day, I've been thinking about if there's like a pipeline between Yuri and becoming transgender.
Can I introduce myself first?
No. Oh my god, it's Maya Modes.
It's already too late.
I'm Seep. And we have a special guest today. We always like to have a special guest on our podcast. We're so out of shape. Who's joining us today?
Oh, you want me to answer?
Start the show.
No.
Yes, yeah. that would be you.
Bizabizow is joining today.
Who's that?
She is a YouTuber that does cool videos about fucking Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, my
shit
kids love
and
those.
plushies.
Oh. No, we like Five Nights at Freddy's around here.
Yeah, it's all the rage in elementary school. So I've heard.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna tell this story right now. My mom went on a big vacation somewhere. Don't follow her. And she came back with a bunch.
I don't even know where I would follow her.
Exactly.
Springfield.
And one of the presents she gave me was the graphic novel for Five Nights at Freddy's: The Silver Eyes.
Really?
Yeah, just like unprompted. I don't know why. I've never talked about. I watched the movie when it came out. She knows I saw it because I took like my one of my neighbor's kids to it and had fun with it. But that's the only time I think I've even ever mentioned Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well,
interesting.
See, can I ask? Are you like at a 4th grade reading level? Because that's what you'll need to read that one.
That's probably where I'm at. I'm trying to read a little more. I haven't moved up from books with big pictures in them of cartoons. So maybe I'll get to the standard novelization at some point.
There's scary blood and gore and problematic elements in it, though.
Elements.
Oh, that's everything.
Like a guy murders children. What the fuck?
What? Oh, everything I'd want to see out of Scott Cawthon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming from the Pilgrim's Progress
Coming
guy,
from
no
God's
less.
favorite Republican.
Yeah.
God's
This ain't
favorite
your
Republican.
granddaddy's Republican video game.
I guarantee you're gonna get one comment adding
I hope
this
so.
moment, this timestamp. Like, why'd they have to bring that up? Like every time I mention Scott Cawthon being a Republican in a streamer video, someone immediately is like, SMH,
I feel like
that was in the past. Shut the
That's a
fuck
low
up.
blow.
I feel like we've made
That's a
jokes on
low
him being a
blow.
Republican like 40 times already.
Yeah.
I think
I do it all the
I
time.
think I brought up a joke about how he made about one of the Five Nights at Freddy's games would end with this is for all the unaborted fetuses or something.
No,
like that.
that
I know
was,
that's in the actual game. That is real.
Yeah.
But I
It
was
one of his
joking
games
that it would happen
before.
again.
Oh. I think it's kind of funny that he's a Republican. I don't know why you're not allowed to make fun of
here's the thing.
Republicans these days. Everyone's so
I mean
easily
this.
offended.
I mean this so lovingly, and
Yeah,
I'm going to
there's
say what I'm about to say so lovingly. Five Nights at Freddy's fan base is a lot of teenagers, and it is also a lot of young 20-somethings who maybe aren't quite used to the idea that they like something that has a maybe not always great creator. So that they get the idea in their head, like, oh, I can't like FNAF if Scott calls the Republicans. So I have to explain why he's an okay Republican. It's like, guys, you don't got to do that. It's okay. You can like FNAF still.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You don't gotta do that.
You can say
you
fuck
can make
him
fun of
and
him.
like it.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, we're all consumers.
Don't worry,
We're
I'm
all
buying the
filthy,
Switch
dirty
too. You don't even
consumers.
got to worry about it.
Yeah.
you can make fun of him.
Yeah.
Scott Cawthon put his dirty paws all over that Switch too, and you're gonna buy it. Taking my fucking head.
I think about each time a creator does something shitty, and when you criticize it, there's always that one comment for a kid is if you keep saying that the X person is going to game end themselves.
What?
Scott,
If you
if
keep
Scott
calling
Cawthon
Scott
did that
Republican-
because of
No,
StarCast, that would be the funniest thing ever. I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, that would be awful. Like it's in his like final words. He's like, you know, thank you,
Hold
StarCast. You're the
on,
ones that
roll
did
this back.
Like,
Why
against
is it every
StarCast.
time you're on, we talk about like a celebrity, like a person of note, like dying? We did Tara Strong last time. Like, why is it?
Did we? I don't even remember that.
We said
Yeah.
I don't know
Act
why
about-
it came up. We said we were talking about like Knuckles fighting Tara Strong or something, and I was very staunch that like she would die. Like
Of course she would.
I don't think that's a
remember
fair. I don't think
Homer-
that's a fair fight
Homer
at all. We
Gore.
should not let that happen. I
It's
don't
the
think
fighting
she deserves
freak
to get killed by
Knuckles.
Knuckles.
I
Yeah.
just
Have you seen
even
the TV
remember
show?
Homer Gore.
Homer Gore?
Yeah.
Was that a bit
Mm,
from last time
That's
too?
Gore.
No.
Gore of my- that is a real episode. actually.
Gore.
That's
It's-
multiple
I mean,
episodes.
you-
There's a lot of
You
Homer
did,
Gore.
but
There's a lot of Homer Gore. I showed
You
Ryan
did.
Homer Cest earlier.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we need to elaborate on that.
Yeah.
How about we get into some of these
Di,
topics?
let's
You
get
know, what
right
kind
into
of
something I
podcast
think-
is this?
So you're kind of known for this on your channel, like this specific thing. I would say next to FNAF, like this is
Mhm.
kind of the second like property, like kind of like company thing you talk about the most. And I think the people migrating over from your channel who like kind of want to see you talk, I think this is kind of the thing they're waiting for. Guys, what do you think of Jimbo Jones for The
Mhm.
Simpsons being recast?
Oh man, you know,
Who's Hold on, I gotta look at who's Jimbo Jones. Jimbo. Jones.
Jimbo.
Oh, it's the guy the guy with the beanie.
Yeah, he's the bully. I knew this day was coming, but now that's here, you know.
Why'd they
Yeah,
recast
Jimbo
him?
Jones.
Did
January
another person
6th.
die?
Yeah, the other person was in January 6th.
Oh.
Pamela hated. No, I'm kidding. She just retired.
Oh.
She was also the voice of Millhouse, and she retired like a few months ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't have said I'm just kidding, I would have fully believed that.
I know you would have. I should have just let you believe it, honestly.
I've been
I just
burned by
let,
Bob
those chicks
Burger.
lie.
What other exciting
Yeah.
voice actors would have been at January 6th? Can
Like-
you imagine? What if Jim Cummings was there?
Oh my gosh. Well, I wish there was a joke we could make about that, but we're not allowed currently.
Oh, because
Oh,
you can't
no.
make fun of Republicans.
No, not that. It's because we can't mention. We're not allowed to make jokes about
PJ's father, you know,
Jim
PJ's
character.
dad.
the voices anymore. Yeah, PJ.
yeah, because no one paid up yet.
Listen, there's a whole other. Don't
Oh.
worry about that. Don't worry about that. You
Oh,
can
we're
joke
not
about him.
Someone has to
Yeah,
pay you guys to bring him
No,
back.
There was a whole thing. Ryan like really abused her power with it, and we kind of said like we have to just like ban you from ever making these jokes again.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Jimbo Jones
what was the
being
topic?
recast
Bob's
on The
Burger.
Simpsons.
Jimbo Jones
Oh,
being
yeah.
recast.
Who voices Jimbo Jones now? Mo
Me.
was it Mo? Let me look.
Mo Simpson. Mo Simpson.
Mo Collins, known for roles on Parks and Recreation and Mad TV, is the new voice of Jimbo Jones. We haven't heard it. It's
Wow.
going. The new Jimbo Jones voice will be premiering this Sunday on Fox.
This Sunday.
Yeah. Why is this a whole topic? What? I mean, I think. Do we just want to give people a heads up? About
Yeah,
it?
I mean,
You know, just in case you didn't know.
just for everyone to be like
Yeah.
ready.
Coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
it's,
Sure.
It's like when like a mom sits down a kid. And it's like I just want you to know, you're gonna see mommy and daddy spending a little bit less time with each other.
There's gonna be some changes.
There's
I
gonna
know
be
you
some
love your Jimbo.
changes. Jimbo Jones is gonna have a different voice. He's gonna sound a little bit different.
It's still gonna be the same Jimbo that you know and love. Okay, and we're gonna get through
all,
this. Okay,
all the unpolitically correct
Yeah, so
jokes
that's
he's
what we're
making,
doing.
don't worry, they're not removing them.
The kid's like,
all
no,
of the anti-woke
no,
Jimbo
no,
jokes.
they made him woke. He's voiced by a woman.
So on that note, have they actually recast Millhouse yet? That was like the big one.
Oh
No,
yeah,
they've done Rod/Todd. I can't ever remember which one. I don't even know if they keep track. One of the Flanders children.
We should put them down.
No, please, they're gay. So Gray Delisle is voicing one of the Flanders kids now. And then next up is Jimbo, and Milhouse still has not.
That's crazy. They got to figure that out. They can't go this long without. How they got this long without Milhouse?
No. Well, it's mostly because when they announced that, the show went on its like winter hiatus. So Milhouse has only had roles in the Disney Plus specials they've done, but he has yet to speak in an actual episode. I assume they're just waiting to announce it.
They're waiting for D23. They're gonna get on stage and they're gonna bring out the new Milhouse voice actor.
Someone's gonna be wearing a big blue wig with big glasses. You might be wondering why I'm wearing this right now. Tara Strong is gonna be up on stage. You might be wondering why I'm wearing these iconic.
And the audience goes, "Oh."
No doubt that. Imagine all like the press tweets that are gonna be made live, like. We see a woman standing up on stage with a blue wig and iconic thick glasses. No doubt, this is the announcement of the new Milhouse voice. It's gonna be reported on by all like the hype news websites and stuff. Yeah, they're gonna make a huge deal about it. No, it is funny that they made a whole article to announce Jimbo's new voice.
It seems like they didn't need to do all that, y'all. It's like, well, I don't think anyone would have noticed.
It seems like they seeked out like talent to replace Jimbo. You know, this wasn't just to like, oh, let's just like go through the other voice actors we have to see, you know, who could possibly bring on Jimbo. No, they're like, I think this is showing they revere the role of Jimbo, and they wanted to get a real like funny, experienced talent to bring him to life. Maybe this is like a Jimbo silence, you know.
How many focus episodes has Jimbo had across the entire show? Like 2?
I think he's always just a side character in it. Either he's getting murdered or he's just like a vehicle for like.
It was just his introduction episode. That was the only one that was like centered around him.
Dating Bart's babysitter. That's like a Jimbo episode. Mo comes over with a knife.
Yeah. Well, not really much. It's like he's like a supporting role to a Bart episode.
I get what you're saying. Like, we don't know much about Jimbo's life, really. Like, we don't know.
Is there even enough like Jimbo information for like a real Jim's video?
Yeah, that is the question. There's definitely enough for Kearney because he has the whole thing with his son, and that's like an interesting mystery. And Nelson,
Kearney is the bald one, right?
Yes, he's the bald one with the son.
Okay.
And the son.
And Nelson is like a very fleshed out, like realized character.
And
what
about the other one?
The third bully.
Is there another?
Dolph? The one with the side sweep.
Aaron Hansen.
Yeah.
Aaron Hansen. Yeah, maybe they should have an episode of like Dolph and Jimbo.
Does Dolph even speak ever? I'm like looking at Dolph like.
Yes, yeah, no, he's
definitely. I can definitely hear the Trust McNeil like teenage boy voice coming out of him, but like,
oh yeah,
I'm trying to remember like a single like Dolph moment in the entire show.
I mean, the bullies are mostly kind of like.
Well, I mean, like hold on, like Jimbo's like the leader, so like that's his shtick. Purdy's like a 40-year-old man, which is funny. What is Dolph doing? They gotta get like Dolph like a gimmick.
Possibly.
Maybe you can start a Let's Play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dolph was in Boys in the Highlands, but I mean that's another one where he's just like a part of the group, you know. I feel, you know, he was a member of the bully collective, but we don't really know. I don't know. Does he have parents? That's what I'm always going to. Does he have parents? They always when you know a character means something in the show when you give them parents.
Like
yeah.
Like, you know, Milhouse has parents. Martin has parents. Nelson has parents. But
I think Martin also have parents, don't they?
The kid that throws up.
Kid who throws up like the sickly looking kid?
Oh, the pale kid.
Yeah.
Maybe.
See, exactly.
Seymour Skinner as a mom.
Yeah,
spoiler. That's not actually his mom.
Oh, come on, you spoiled it for me.
Ty, you got to be really careful about Simpsons spoilers around here.
Fuck,
We've got people on our Simpcast. We're 5, and we got people who are trying to watch along with us.
Oh man,
Well, it's
I hope
okay.
you guys can forgive me.
No, we'll cut it out in the broadcast version. It's okay.
Yeah, I just put a really loud beat that's like way louder than anything else.
I feel like when
Like
discussion of
clipping the mic.
Simpsons voice actors comes up, the go-to like topic, and we've probably talked about this before, is like, at what point are they going to recast the main family? Because it's gonna have to happen. That's happen. One of them is getting swapped out before the end of the decade. I'm almost sure of it. One of them is gonna be swapped. I think before the end of the
Yeah.
I feel like
Probably
before the end of the
Marge.
decade, at least one of them will have been swapped out.
Isn't Julie Kavner? She's
up there.
Is she 80 now? She's not 80. No, she's like, but she's pretty. I think she's the oldest one. But I don't know. The thing with this discussion is that it feels like she's 74. It feels like they very much value all their actors, and I feel like I can't imagine them being like forcefully pushed out. And I also think they'd probably want to keep it going as long as they physically can. And like Julie Kavner, she does sound older, but I imagine, she still wants
I think
to
the
do
only
it
voice actor
as long as
on The
possible.
Simpsons ever publicly said they don't like doing the show that much is Harry Shearer. And he's tried to quit before. So
right.
He voices
Which character?
Mr. Burns, Ned, a few other characters.
Oh, okay. Honestly, he sounds pretty like the Ned voice. I saw a clip of like a recent episode, and he sounds fucked up. Like, even worse. Even worse than Marge.
I think Kurt Burns might be even worse. Like he's given up. He can't do Burns at all anymore.
He can't do the old man character. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Also, Ryan, can you put the reverse version of the GIF on screen as well, like right next to it?
Oh, sure.
Or below it? Yeah, we gotta have...
Oh
my god.
Pikachu.
This is the part of the show. It's like, Ryan, can you put this toy on screen?
Can you put... Yeah, can you put a bunch of like building blocks in front of us so we can
put
like
up this
build
Luigi.
towers?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
hold on.
Luigi. Give us Luigi figures. Give us a big teddy bear.
No, the Luigi I posted in chat in the.
Oh, that Luigi.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does this say?
I dare you to try and read it.
I'm reading it in my head.
My stance is, I think even once the family gets recast, Hank Azaria will remain. He will always remain. I don't think he's gonna. He will be in his like deathbed. Like just bring the mic over to the bed. I'll do some more Mo.
Yeah.
Come over here.
Yeah.
I get that vibe from Julie Kavner too. I feel like she is such a she takes so much pride in being Bart. Understandably. I feel like I could see her.
Yeah.
Like literally she recorded her final lines for The Simpsons, like on her hospital bed.
Her final lines is gonna be telling me to join a cult.
Yeah, it's gonna be
third time.
Just kidding. It's me, Nancy Cartwright.
You remember when she was like doing like calls in the Bart voice about like Scientology?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. She's like, what? She's like, don't have a cow, man. Just kidding. It's me, Nancy Cartwright.
Did she get in trouble for that? Do you think they're like, you can't?
I feel like that's something you get in trouble for. Yeah.
Probably.
I have to imagine. Like, you can't have like Tom Kenny going like, hey, it's me, SpongeBob. Anyway, be sure to buy,
NFT.
I know.
Whatever.
It's like if they asked SpongeBob to like be pro to like fight in the Iraq war.
I know they.
I don't think he could do that.
They asked Tom Kenny to stop telling the story about how he got the SpongeBob voice about like the elf at the Santa place going, but no fucking once a year. Like he can't tell that story anymore because he has to swear when he does it.
Yeah,
that's a shame. I mean, like the recordings are out there. What
I
damage
sometimes
is it gonna do?
Wonder how much I feel like Plankton's voice actor still just goes on camera and says "fuck" as Plankton sometimes.
I guess Plankton's kind of a nasty guy, So he can deal with a little bad PR, but SpongeBob is an image of like childlike wonder, and so you can't. I'm pretty sure, is Tom Kenny even like allowed to do the voice?
No, he did it on SNL once. I don't think I think he also got in trouble for that. He's not allowed to do that anymore.
He has a shot collar on that they push when he does it.
The thing I always think of is there's a Futurama episode where they had a SpongeBob parody and Tom Kenny was in the episode, but they had Billy West voice the SpongeBob.
That's funny.
that I've always wondered that about Charles Martinet. There's a few live appearances of him. Love the guy, but it feels like Nintendo's like sitting like somewhere in the room, like taking note of everything he says. There's one I always think about. He did like a panel with the voice actor of like Diva once, and somebody asked like, "Hey, what?" Yeah, somebody asked like,
Overwatch?
"Hey, what would it be like if Mario and Diva met?" And like Diva's voice actor like started like the kind of exchange, like, "Hey Mario," and Charles like, "Oh, I don't want to break the sanctity of the character. I think the beauty of the characters is that they exist in like different worlds." And I'm like, okay, Nintendo's in the room with like a gun.
Oh,
yeah.
I love when Nintendo points a gun to his head. Like the Mario Ambassador video. I'm so proud to be taking on this beautiful role.
Oh my God,
where he had to like announce that he wasn't voicing Mario anymore. That felt like a very like guns at the head video.
Why was that a weirdly good Charles Martinet?
Yeah, like I could hear like the reverb on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that video. It's like, thank you so much, Mr. Miyamoto. I am indebted to you. I owe you so much. You have my you have my complete gratitude. It's such an honor to
because
be
you
on
saved
this
my
Mario
life.
Ambassador
I am your eternal servant. That's
yes.
the code.
I may not be working for you on the payroll, but I'll still be your greatest soldier and your biggest warrior, supporting the Mario brand and these beautiful, amazing
little
characters.
Instagram videos he made with toys. I wonder if Nintendo asked him to stop making those too.
That would like
He
make
told
me
him to
cry.
stop playing with his toys. How
That's why I
dare
don't
they?
like them.
That's the
It's
worst
like,
crime of them all.
Yeah, they recast it because he kept playing with his toys and misusing.
Hey, you're playing with your toys too much. You gotta cut it out. Reggie.
You gotta cut that shit out too.
Reggie hates toys. You can't be making these videos. I hate.
Reggie hates.
I'm here to
toys and
announce.
small
I hate
businesses.
toys. Yep.
I hate toys.
Didn't he announce it?
Wait, no, Wada was the one who put the amiibo down, and then Bill Schroeder was at the table playing with them.
Bill Trennan, that's him.
That's so
the
mean.
rectangle head guy.
He's
the rectangle guy. Come on.
When he murdered him,
no,
he just has like a
from
rectangle
Yokai
head.
Watch.
You remember when he like murdered him in like as part of a skit? Because that's like
I
the
think
joke
so.
of Bill. They kill him.
They kill him
The
and
joke
he
of
eats
fire?
food. He's like eating food and they
Bill,
steal his food and then they
Bill,
kill him with lasers.
Do you think? Sorry, just before we move on to the next topic, I just on the note of like Charles Martinet. Let me look this up to make sure I'm not like going crazy. I'm about to say he looks like someone to me. Hold on, okay. I need to.
Okay.
I know.
Oh, I know what you're
I was gonna.
I actually know what you're
Does anyone think like
exactly what you're
Charles Martinet and Bill Farmer look like they could be brothers?
They do. They
Yeah,
really do.
Yeah.
Bill
I
Farmer, the
see what
voice
you
of Goofy.
mean.
Yeah.
I never
No,
made
that's
that
the dud.
connection. But that's the
They should
dud.
meet. They should. I don't know. Like, oh, hey, what do you think would happen if Goofy met Mario? Hey.
Oh,
well, you're right.
I don't know.
I don't want to face the sanctity of Mario meeting Goofy. You know, they want to keep the characters separate in their own worlds.
Oh, I understand.
You made Goofy sad.
And hot Mario soup.
Hi, Mario soup.
Remember when the Simpsons made a joke about euthanizing Goofy and then they saved him?
Did
They
that happen?
saved him.
Yeah, it was in
They-
their Lady and the Tramp parody.
They dangled him over the cliff and then pulled him back up just to scare him.
No, they put him in like a euthanasia room for dogs. That's like for some
Oh.
reason it's like some sort of chamber.
That sounds like a
Okay.
Family Guy joke more than a Simpsons joke.
It is a family.
Well,
it is a Simpson joke.
They made
I
up
think
for it
it's one
because
of
they made
those,
him
like-
Yowie with Homer in the Disney Plus special.
Oh, Homer!
I fucking love you.
Oh man.
You're so cute.
Gosh, that's awful nice of you.
Well, you know what, Ty? I think we should maybe not keep your audience waiting anymore because you know your audience is kind of a big fan of like video games. I would say, right? Like you're kind of like a video game channel. I would say mostly. You know, FNAF.
Yeah, video games, Mario.
I think they
Simpsons.
I think they all want to.
Pokemon.
They all want to
Pokemon.
get your opinion on the big gaming news of the week. Hi,
Yeah.
and everyone else. What do you think of Adventure Time in Fortnite?
I saw like Finn dancing and it looked a little strange. I'm happy for them. I'm happy that they're is Princess Bubblegum in it too?
It's Finn, Jake, Bubblegum, and Marceline.
Oh, Marceline. Yay. Yeah. They need to make a kiss emote.
I think one exists in the game, so you could probably do that.
Yes, it's peak. It's actually peak.
Steve, let me ask, because I think you're the least gamer here. Would you hop on Fortnite to play as Jake the dog?
No.
I thought you were Adventure Time's biggest fan. You wouldn't even support Jake in Fortnite.
I like it, but I don't know. I'm not gonna play Fortnite. That game's for babies. Fortnite is so cringe. I can't believe they referenced Fortnite. Remember people said that when Fortnite was in like an Avengers movie? And they're like, no way, no one would be playing Fortnite in the year like 2024. Because it was like a 5-year time jump. Look where we are now. Taika Waititi was right.
Lucky.
For once. No, it's cool, I guess. They look really good, like in terms of just like.
I love the way Jake looks. He looks cunty with those legs like that.
Don't say that.
Why not?
I don't know. Do you mean that? Do you actually mean that?
Yeah, this guy doesn't. You think Jake will love to be called a cunt?
Man, I'm cutting out today.
Finn, I can't do it, Jake.
Oh, Finn, I gotta hop on Fortnite. Oh, it's so awesome, dude. I got
Hey, Finn.
This is Vector the alligator.
Finn, I'm serving cunt today.
Wow, Finn. Oh, we're best friends, and I'm a dog. Wow. Oh, time for me to blow this big bubblegum bubble. Here I go, my unicorn wife.
Hey, Finn, it's me, Crack Vector the Crocodile. God always told me, if I want to put a Vector Jr. into vanilla, I gotta put a ring on that finger.
He loves money, MILFs, and what's an M word?
My lord.
He's so real. My lord.
I love.
No, wait, I got one.
Monoatheism.
No.
Monotheism, right?
Monotheism, that's the word.
I love MILFs, money, and monotheism.
There we go.
Monogamous. Monogamy.
I guess
Monogamy.
More than anything, with this whole collab, it's nice to know, I guess, Adventure Time has truly persisted all these dang years. Because this is the first Cartoon Network one they've done. They went straight for this. I'm actually not that surprised about that. All things because to give a bit of context, they stopped doing Warner Bros. Stuff in Fortnite because a ring-a-ding-ding. It's because of multiverses. They didn't.
Oh, the huge hole. They didn't want to interfere with those successes.
You're gonna laugh. That's pretty much the reason. Yeah. And it kind of bit them in the butt. They didn't like put any of their DC stuff back in the shop for like years or whatever.
Oh, where are they gonna put Harry Potter and Ron Weasley and all the wizards and witches from Hogwarts into Fortnite?
Not yet, but give it a week.
No, I hope.
Okay, when are they going to do that? I want to play as my favorite wizards and witches.
The mystical warlocks.
You were doing this exact bit when we were watching the direct. This is the same joke you do.
No, that's okay. Well, who cares? Nobody watched that.
No, but I think it's not that surprising they would Adventure Time first, because I feel like in the realm of like Cartoon Network stuff, that's like the one that kind of crosses the stream in terms of like age, I guess, like demographic. It's very like much just like this is for anyone, because they have like the original show and they have like Fiona Cake, which is like they say God damn it and Fiona pulls her pants down shit.
I mean, adults were watching the show.
Yeah,
when it
this is kind of always been like the real cross.
She grew her ass or threw her ass.
No, we don't need to bring. Okay,
I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. I forgot.
We're not allowed to talk about women asses.
No, I'm noticing there are like certain like minefields, like landmines.
That
sometimes our guests try to step on. I'm like, nope, no, you don't want to go there. Let's just move on.
We don't want to bring up the P
we-
word, the PE.
We have a lot of restricted topics. I'm realizing we can't talk about PJ's dad. We're a little iffy on Fiona's posterior, apparently.
Can I talk about PJ's dad? Can I? It's like eating sweets in front of you while you're on a diet. Can I do that?
I guess.
No.
I don't know. Can we check up on?
Hold on. Let's do a quick check. Okay, so I think he's doing okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still in containment.
But like I said, I'm not surprised that Adventure Time first. It's also very popular, I think, which is important. I don't know if they'll do any other Cartoon Network shows. I was thinking about that, it's gonna open the door. But then I was thinking about
we're totally getting cow and chicken.
That's funny. That's like the only other one I think that I could see them doing.
That would work because I mean Mordecai is the right height. I don't think Rigby.
They could just extend Rigby's leg.
Yeah, Jake.
Oh, they could use his brother Dom.
Oh yeah, his buff brother. That would be funny.
Imagine Rigby's brother getting in before Rigby. He would be. Rigby's a back bling. Yes.
yeah. They probably just do back bling.
And
I want to see Benson.
I think the only three shows I really realistically see are this we have already. I think regular show is pretty likely, and I could see them maybe doing Steven Universe. I'm like thinking of like other shows like Powerpuff Girls. Like none of the characters remotely fit that rig, and it's actually they've really pushed like a baby show still. Ben 10 is a baby show. I won't hear any other notions about that. Then I think everything else isn't like as popular. Like I feel like Gumball is still like very primarily like a show they like have for the kids still. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're working on Johnny Bravo right now.
Imagine Gumball's mom though. Yeah. The Johnny Bravo emotes
the monkey
go pretty good though.
Oh, there's a monkey with me.
There's a go. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Yeah. Yeah. No. I would like that.
Hey, pretty funny.
Johnny Bravo skin. Maybe I would play the game.
You wouldn't do it for your favorite show ever, but if they had Johnny Bravo, then hold on.
Yeah, I can't miss out on the moment. Was Johnny Bravo going to be multiverses?
Okay, so to be clear on that, that was like one of the first rumors for that game ever, was that he was in it. And then over time...
before
and then over time it seemed like plans changed and he wasn't supposed to be in the game anymore.
All right. Man.
That's sad.
But it's pretty cool. Adventure Time is in Fortnite.
Yeah, I'm glad we've realized that fake. Do you remember that fake Adventure Time Fortnite? I know you remember that, Ryan. Can we get a? Is there a GIF of that out there?
I don't know what you're talking about. He's like on 4 legs as he builds and all that.
Oh, I got it. I got an image of it.
I'm gonna laugh like.
There you go.
Yeah, he's okay. I've seen this.
Really
I've seen this.
Oh my
okay.
God.
There is one.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I saw like a leaked Homer and like Homer in Fortnite. Did you see that one?
No.
That's also on our list of restricted topics. Fortnite leaks.
Oh fuck.
So
Sorry.
I think you'll like this image.
What is this? I was trying to talk about like our friend working on these like models and shit. And Rosa just said, "Well, I don't even know how to describe what she said."
Oh my god! Wait! Did you draw that? Did you draw over that?
You completely derailed my train of thoughts with Game Grumps Simpsons bullies. Not the cutie Saturday shirt.
Is this on the screen?
Yeah.
Is this on the screen right now? This needs to be on the
Please
screen.
put it on the screen.
Okay. Oh.
We're talking. I was gonna say like our friend Niall, dear friend of the show, he worked on these Adventure Time Fortnite stuff. He did the render pose for Princess Bubblegum, which is pretty cool. And the other thing I wanted to mention about this, and it's like not even about Adventure Time. I just saw a few people talking about this, and I just thought it was kind of funny. So they, as you can see with Jake, they've kind of stretched him out a bit to make him fit like the rig they have for Fortnite and all that. And there was a thing, there was a few people I saw saying, "Oh, they stretched Jake out so they could do other characters like Sonic," and I was like, guys, y'all know what Jake the dog's main character trait is, right? Y'all know his main power. You all know what his main thing is doing, right?
Yeah.
It's that he stretches.
Yeah,
Besides fucking, next to fucking. I just think people are using Jake the dog stretching his legs like, oh, now they can add Mickey Mouse to Fortnite because they can stretch his legs. It's like, no, Jake the dog's main character trait is stretching. This is nothing for your Fortnite dreams. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Uh,
A lot of people want like Sonic the Hedgehog. They should add Eggman to Fortnite.
Yeah.
that would go so hard.
I think that would be great. Just Eggman. No Sonic, because Sonic is like
no,
scary looking.
I've seen so many Sonic Fortnite
yeah.
mock-ups. They all look bad. I'm sorry. Like, I bless you all for trying. None of them look good.
Yeah.
They just need to do like the ugly Sonic. That
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, like,
Tim
voiced by
Robinson
Tim
as
Robinson
Sonic.
in the game.
Yeah. You got a Snoopy ear. Disney's ugly Sonic. Yeah.
That wasn't a Disney thing, wasn't it? I forgot about that.
Yeah. It was.
Oh my
Do they have
god.
to like get the rights for that? I imagine.
I think. It's,
I think
I
Ugly
don't
Sonic
think they
was
did. I
technically
think they just
protected
did it.
under parody law, so they got away with it.
Right.
Interesting.
Yep.
What about
Wild.
Boom Sonic? Boom Sonic does not exist anymore.
Boom Sonic. I don't even think Boom Sonic would fit the rig though.
no, Boom Knuckles.
But also they
would
wouldn't
be-
use
I
them.
think even beyond like
You're right.
the body Sonic has being too short, I think his head is also massive, and like you had to shrink his head. There's just too many things, and everything guy's thing
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
I don't know, it never works. It just never looks good.
You can use
Can
Sonic Man for
Wait,
06.
Can they do
Sonic
this?
Man.
Can they just put him in Lego Fortnite?
You just Lego Fortnite.
Is that like feasible? Is that something they would do?
No, I don't think they've done that. I mean, hold on. I know there's this
Yeah.
thing they're doing like with Disney coming forward. Like they might put Disney characters in the game that aren't playable, like in like the gun mode, and they'll be playable only like in the Disney metaverse mode they're adding or whatever. Maybe they'll add like the Sonic metaverse, and that's where you play as Sonic.
I could see that because Sega loves pushing the Lego Sonic like figures.
They really do,
so
don't
much.
they?
You said
Yeah, they
Sonic
love the
Superstars.
You love
What if it's
Lego.
gonna be the new?
What if Lego
Yes.
Sonic and Lego Eggman was his superstars?
Honestly, he's the new classic Sonic to me. Like, forget like classic Sonic. I'm all about Lego Sonic. That's my
Kind of
like,
is.
nostalgic
They're
stubby
gonna
little.
complain about Lego
version of the
Sonic losing
character.
his saucy toy soul inspiration
His saucy
with
toy.
his
soul
toy
inspiration.
animation with beautiful.
Oh yeah, right. He went from toy to toy. Oh, that's what they're gonna say. That I can imagine like the meme banner already.
Well, yeah, this Adventure Time update dropped actually as soon as we click live, so I'll go buy the skins when I'm done. And I'm streaming with Will and Niall tomorrow, so have fun with that, everyone.
Yeah, let us be on your second
Ooh.
monitor.
Yeah, you
While
know,
you
this has
play
been
that.
like a really busy week for StarCast stuff.
Lots of
Oh,
news happening.
Lots of
And on
it.
top of that, you know, a lot of people are happy to see that, not to hear that we've been doing a lot of stuff for the people.
Well, I think we should stop skimming around what was the biggest topic of the week. It's like, oh no, instead of talking about Fighting Freddy's. Okay, well, let's talk about the fucking Switch 2. So you're so excited.
Yeah.
The gamers in the call. So this week, the previous week, actually, with how days of the week work. One of these days,
One of these weeks.
you were there. You were there too. So they revealed. They not even revealed. They did a Switch 2 direct. And they showed a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna just pull up the direct. Like we can just try to talk about things they showed, like in like slight order. I would say. It's frame
Let's
by
go
frame.
by frame.
We're going frame by frame. In
We
this
just brought up the analysis
10-hour
machine.
Analysis.
One last time.
I just brought up the old analysis machine. Does he like still own
I
that?
believe
Who has the rights to the
Derek
analysis
from
machine?
Good
Like,
Vibes Gaming has the rights to the analysis
is
machine
that?
now.
You don't know about how?
Yeah.
Oh, is that a
Game
Game
Explain-
Explain thing?
Yeah, they would like whenever they
Well-
analyze trailers, they'd say like, "We booted up the old analysis machine."
Yeah, I
see
don't
what
think he has.
secrets were
I don't think he has the
hidden
rights to that anymore because
Um,
Derek sometimes brings out the analysis machine on Good Vibes Gaming.
Okay,
I can't believe that was
Derek,
copyrighted.
Derek Bittner took the analysis
Yeah.
machine and the Game Explain divorce. Okay.
Damn.
Okay,
I just wanted to clear that up.
Who's the other guy? Like the
Ash
main guy
Paulson!
in Game Explain?
Andre Segers.
He said,
Ash Paulson. Is that the guy that like fucking?
"No, that's Andre. No,
abused his worker.
that's Andre."
No.
Oh, that's Andre. Okay.
You're thinking
Okay.
of Andre
Okay.
Segers.
I don't know much about. I just remember hearing that wild
I know.
story.
I don't know why we're so obsessed with these specific game news journalists.
Well,
but
There's a weird, there's a funny aura about them. It's like, who the fuck is like fans of these?
Oh, we
people?
are,
I don't get
apparently.
it.
I think they're the fan
Apparently.
version of like Bill Trinan and like Reggie Fils-Aimé and like Miyamoto. You know,
Yeah,
they're like-
yeah, exactly.
They're like our Nintendo.
John Cartwright is by Reggie.
Our Nintendo. We need Nintendo moms.
Ooh,
Where
we
are
can.
the Nintendo moms?
We can be the Nintendo moms.
girls allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
could be a
could be
Nintendo.
one. I could be
You're
one,
like
sure,
you're
yeah.
like
You can be
LGBT
a
queer.
Nintendo mom.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
your new fandom
I
mommy.
don't like that.
Everyone,
Oh no! Scrap it!
I'm
Scrap it!
I'm not sure if I'm part of this.
you can feel safe with me. I'm your
You can
fandom
keep
mom.
it.
We're hitting all the banned topics tonight. I think some topics are going to become banned after tonight.
Yeah.
Right,
This
let's
is
talk
getting
about the
banned.
Switch 2 Direct. So they opened it. I was kind of surprised they just went right into a game because I thought they'd do like 30 minutes. Like, this is the A button. When you press the A button, you can interact on the menu. But no, they went right into the first trailer for Mario Kart. Okay, hold on. Let's start with this. So whenever I start soying out and talking about how cool I think this game looks, everyone knows I'm still woke. The $80 price tag is absolutely insane. I think they're absolutely just being greedy about it. I don't think there's any reason this game should be 80 instead of 70. 70 is like the new AAA standard. I would have lived with that. 80 is insane. I'm going to acknowledge that. So everyone knows I'm still woke. I think it's crazy. I need everyone to know. I agree with you.
Can't believe
Scott
Ryan-
Cawthon is not that bad of a Republican. All right.
He's not that bad.
Price tag's not that bad, guys. It's Steven. Okay, but yes, they showed Mario Kart World first, and I'm gonna throw my hands up. I'm gonna throw my freaking hands up. They got me good. They kind of got me good with this one. They targeted. I feel like they targeted me specific in every single way, shape, and form they've showed things for this game. Feels hyper targeted at me, like an attack on me.
Yeah. Yeah, Sutter Lewis with Peach booty pose and like Princess Daisy's outfits.
I was just gonna say
Very cute.
the big open connected world is kind of like the full version of like Double Dash's thing. They all the characters in this game can finally go back and look at Mario Kart 8. They like barely emoted that game, and it's scary now.
No, like looking at the models side by side too, like seeing like Peach's model from 8 next to the new one.
It
like,
was
oh my God,
it was
how did
really
we build
I think
this?
Daisy specifically, because you could I'll make all your jokes in chat, but I looked at like her Mario Kart 8 model next to like her world model, like, oh no, did we live with this for like years? How did we do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's funny how a game will be like, this is the prettiest a video game can ever look for years, and then once you see a better example, you're like, oh wait a minute, I was living
Yeah.
in filth. The blinders.
Yeah.
come
Yeah,
off.
look at Donkey Kong.
Oh my god. Donkey
Yay.
Kong is.
I love Donkey Kong's new
Donkey
design.
Kong in Mario Kart 8 is like, he's so comedically. He looks like I don't know what he looks like. He looks like a duck or something. He looks very
He
strange.
does. He
Donkey
looks a little
Kong's
bit
model was
duckish.
always kind of bad in 8, like even at the time. But I think with this new one, it's gotten even worse. Like how it looks. Like I kind of can't believe that it looked like that.
I know. Like the way he looked in other games was like fine. It was just like it was just 8 that he looked scary like that.
But
I don't know
yeah,
what it was.
I love
Hi, Daisy.
I love this outfit.
She's so cute.
I like the hat and I like the shorts, and I'm Ryan.
I love her lips.
I'm Leela.
I love her gay ass.
She's a little, like,
hips,
silly.
man.
Yeah,
She
true.
does have gay ass hips. I really
Yeah,
hope since we have costumes now, I hope they bring her like
Oh,
farmer outfit so I can.
they have a few,
in the
like, they have
game.
Luigi's farmer outfit, and they haven't showed all Daisy's yet. And I wouldn't be surprised if they brought that one back. That seems likely.
That would be amazing. It could literally be me.
But
It's gonna be great.
Do you like the dances?
I love them.
on the
They're so
character
Coco Melon to me. I was just looking at them.
They're very cute. Yeah.
I can't look at those. They're kind of ruined for me. Because I have this video stuck in my head. There was a trailer for like this when Winnie the Pooh went public domain. Someone fast tracked
Yeah,
like,
okay.
a CGI Winnie the
Yeah.
Pooh show. You know what I'm talking about? And the dances they do on that title screen just remind me so much of that. Every time I see them, I just think of the song from that that trailer. They are pretty cool, but it is like a really cute detail. Just don't watch the Winnie the Pooh CGI. I don't even remember what it's called. It's like a CGI Winnie the Pooh show.
I gotta
Don't look it up. It's called like Winnie the Pooh's 100 Acre Wood Friends or whatever, and the characters are like made of yarn. If you watch that video,
that's the
Mario
AI
Kart
one.
World will be ruined for you.
Oh yeah, is it the one where they supposedly used AI or whatever?
They said like, oh, we used AI to like innovate our, and they don't really go elaborate like what that even
Yeah.
means.
I can't tell what AI, what part of this is AI. So I don't know if it was
I'm
like
guessing-
character designs or something.
I'm thinking they typed like
generate me Winnie the Pooh characters
Yeah,
in a handcrafted style.
and then they just
and then they
copied
just
what the
use
AI
that
style.
and model
Yeah.
it.
I wanted to say,
Right.
yeah, sorry.
But anyway, enough
I want
about
to
Winnie
say,
the Pooh.
so I think a lot of this game feels like it was designed with like the knowledge, like Mario Kart 8 is still going to be playable on this console, so we had to do something really, really different. And I think what they went for is really smart, because this is very different from 8, and I think people are going to be maybe off-put by that at first. Like, some of the way like they're handling tracks is very different. So now in Grand Prixes, for example, and there's an option to turn this off if you don't like it. It's like, instead of leave me alone, I'm normal. So in between races now, like after you finish the first lap, you actually have to drive like to the next track. Like you like in the open world, like you drive to the next track to like get to it. And I think that's really neat and interesting. They got rid of gliders. Now they do planes, which could I be honest? I don't mourn the loss
I
of
didn't
gliders
know.
even a little bit. I never liked the gliders, so I don't care.
I never cared
Yeah,
for
I mean
them either.
that also kind of goes into how there's
No,
no
yeah.
kart customization anymore. It's just every
Yep.
build is uniquely made, which I'm fine with that. Like
Me too.
the customization was never like a big. It always felt a little superfluous.
Me and Lou,
honestly.
we've had guests over a few times these past months. Whenever we pull out Mario Kart, everyone always seems really confused about the kart customization. So I actually really don't care that they're getting rid of it. I think it helps.
Right. It kind of like it's an extra like
Yeah.
hurdle for the simplicity of it. So
There's a
glad
lot
they
of
just streamlined
crazy
it.
stuff on this like big open world like map they've made. There's a lot of SNES tracks that are just in the in-between sections. Like Ghost Valley isn't like a dedicated track on this map, but like it's in between other tracks that you could like drive on it. There's a few other things like that, like the big like lava like circle battle map from 64, like that's just on the map and you could drive in it. It's just there's a lot of
I
just
didn't
stuff like
notice
the interconnected world stuff. I like I don't. The more I think about it, like this is so like something I'm into. I just like driving around and looking at things. It's a real
Yeah.
playing with
With
toys game.
It's gonna be so toy coded. I'm very
Yeah.
excited.
I was also
Yeah,
impressed
more.
with some of the
Right.
mechanics they've introduced. Specifically they added rail grinding and wall driving.
Yeah.
Which is really cool, and it also made me wonder why the Sonic racing games
That's a good point.
didn't already do that.
Yeah, the
biggest thing I
grinding
thought.
thing.
It
was
kinda
I
like-
guess they couldn't. I guess they didn't figure out how to do. I think the thing about the Sonic racing games is that like they're kind of behind and just hopped into like car racing, and they kind of just. I think they just didn't know where to go for that. I mean, that's why you had like Team Sonic Racing go out the way you did.
It just made me wonder why the Sonic Racing games don't do more to imitate mechanics from the Sonic games. Because you think that'd be a no-brainer. Because the Sonic, like normal Sonic games, are already like kind of racing game coded-y. So
I guess I just feel like they just didn't think of it, didn't think about it too much.
It's just making me wonder, like, why didn't they think it? They should have thought of it. Mario thought of it. They beat him to it now. Now when Sonic does it, everyone's going to say you copied Mario Kart, even though Sonic was grinding on rails since like 2002.
I mean, they were already doing the plane stuff.
That is something interesting. Sorry, go on. You go first.
I was going to say, I guess the thing is, I would never thought you could just grind rail with like karts.
Well,
it's just like, it doesn't seem like natural for karts to do, but like when you show it in that way,
that's
like,
the thing.
Okay, that's cool.
It's not natural.
So somebody said this, and I kind of agree. Like, I didn't really think about it until somebody like said this. Somebody said this is like the first Mario Kart that feels like all capital Mario lowercase Kart instead of like Mario all capital Kart. I kind of get what they mean. It's like very like it feels like they're kind of putting like mechanics Mario could maybe do like in a 3D platformer. There's like grinding on walls, running on walls. There's a lot more like elevation on the tracks. Like there's a lot of like places you can kind of jump and get to. It feels like they're kind of really emphasizing the very Mario part of Mario Kart. Like there's on the tracks now. There's like there's like how do I word this? There's like question blocks. And you could like jump to hit them now.
I didn't see that either. That's wild.
Oh yeah. No, it's cool.
People are saying the audio's delayed. I don't know what would possibly cause that because we're just all sitting in a Discord call right now.
Yeah, wait, our voices are all delayed?
No, it's saying Ryan's ahead.
Really and truly and utterly do not know what could be causing that.
Do you have the stream
completely muted? I only hear you guys.
Let's count and then like count together. See if it's like 3,
1,
2. Okay, no one did it.
1.
What?
I'm ahead somehow. I don't. How is that a thing that can happen? Hold on.
I think they might just be like gaslighting themselves. I don't think you are.
No, I think that's real. I think that is true.
I didn't know.
No, it's just Niall. He would never lie to us.
Yeah,
they're showing me all these complicated reasons that'd be causing it. No, don't do that. Just tell me like, oh,
we could just leave. We could just all leave the VC and come back. See if that works.
Yeah, let's all leave and Ryan restarts Discord. It sounds normal to me. Okay, does it?
Okay,
it definitely is. Okay, well, I don't know who to.
Is it like horrifically bad, like horrifically unlistenably bad, or is it like, oh, she's like a second ahead?
Here. Ryan, I'm gonna ask you a question right now, and you're gonna respond swiftly. Okay. Shoot. What's the name of the frog Muppet? Yeah. That was like a normal interaction.
She did a pretty swift left, I gotta admit.
Go to the audio's advanced properties. Click sync offset. Okay.
Sounds a little off, but it isn't too distracting.
Well now you've all maybe like worried about it.
We've stopped the show for 10 minutes.
Oh, you ruined it for all of us.
You all ruined episode 99 featuring Bizabizow. I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh my god, you're almost to 100. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen in the 100 episode.
I think one of you's gonna die.
Okay.
No.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
Fix audio delay OBS and go to the audio sources advanced properties and adjust.
You want us to die, Ty?
I don't want you to die.
You want me dead?
No.
Was it you who pulled the trigger?
Maybe you'll add a new person that's like,
oh yeah,
and act like they've been there the whole time. It's like, oh, it's like Jimmy.
We should have like an emergency cartoon to play on the screen. Whenever
the thing I looked up is like being confusing. It's like, oh, adjust the audio sync offset to compensate for delay in milliseconds. It's not telling me do I do that to me or the audio? Like what's the one I do it to?
Well,
Oh my
only one way to
god.
find
Okay.
out.
Let's kick it up. Na, 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 na.
Do we want to at least try
Maybe,
leaving VC
yeah.
and joining again first?
All
before we
right.
fuck this
Yeah.
up?
We
Let's
might
do
as
that.
well.
Okay. I don't know if that fixed anything.
Hopefully it did.
Ryan, what does Seymour Skinner burn in his
Steamed
oven?
hams.
Okay.
Steamed hams.
How was that?
Well, people have said this has been happening the whole show. Like, I wish somebody said something earlier. Now I'm embarrassed.
Oh wait, is
Yeah.
your audio being
Yeah.
recorded through OBS? Is that why? Oh, that makes sense then. I'm dumb. I thought it was. I thought like
Yeah,
it was
people
all
are saying
going
I
through
don't know what could possibly be causing this. That was
So that
normal.
was normal. So if I hard
it
to tell
normal?
there. Well, that's good enough then.
Yeah.
What were we even talking about? Daisy Cheeks? Whoa! Hey.
Well, now people are saying,
Simpson is
"Oh,
one
that was
character.
not true." I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Ban everyone who brings it up. Ban everyone who brings it up.
Ban everybody.
Oh,
Ban everybody.
We have to ban everyone. We have to ban
what are you
everyone.
doing like Eric Cartman
No.
Trump right now?
What the fuck was that?
That's my
A big Trump impression. I'm a political satirist.
Obama.
I don't
Speaking
like.
of
No,
Obama.
we do not do. Speaking of Obama,
Hey,
we
look-
can't get any more off track. We need to talk about Mario Kart.
Obama.
It's
Another
really
band
interesting for them to have like the open tracks gameplay. That's really cool.
No,
I
that-
wonder, has any more
No.
games done that? Because the only other game I could think of is like Pena, where they just let
There's
you
like
like walk
a-
around and play hide and seek.
There's like a Forza game with like realistic race cars that did that. But I think the way they're doing it in this particular game, it does feel very Mario-y
Gamey.
to me. Because we were just talking about how this is a Mario Kart game that's kind of embracing Mario mechanics.
Mhm.
And so that almost reminds me. I mean, there's been speculation about like additional modes because I don't think they've clearly not revealed everything there is to know about this game yet. There's like a whole direct based on Mario Kart. And some people have been saying like, oh, what if there's like, missions on specific tracks and you could just drive to one and just do a few missions and drive away and go to another one. Which really reminds
be
me
fun.
of Bowser's Fury specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is it's pretty funny how when Bowser's Fury came out, everyone was like, "Oh, this is the blueprint for the next big 3D Mario." And what if it actually turned out to be a blueprint for the next Mario Kart?
That would be
Who could have predicted that?
Yeah.
honestly wouldn't
Wouldn't
mind.
I was also thinking DK. No, Diddy Kong Racing.
Is
Oh,
that a game
yeah.
that did that? I actually never played.
It had like
yeah.
a single player. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't have an open world though.
I know that it had like a
Well, it
hub
did have a
world,
hub
right?
world. Yeah.
It had a hub
Yeah,
world.
Yeah.
Do you think?
A what?
I was gonna say, do you think they're gonna have like just normal Mario Kart mode? Because like in this one, you have to drive to the other tracks.
That-
I imagine they're gonna have one where you can just like
There,
select tracks. Like
during the
old games,
treehouse,
right?
they had.
Yeah, they
I'm so
have
scared
to.
to talk right now. During the treehouse, there was like a toggle they had
You're
with
being
like
persecuted.
intermissions, and I think you could just turn the intermissions off if you need to.
Oh, okay.
I imagine at the very least too, they'll just have like you'll be able to just do like solo versus races.
Yeah.
In the versus mode, which might actually make versus mode feel like decently distinct from Grand Prix for a change.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They haven't touched on battle mode yet, have they? Because that's gonna be fucking
No.
rad in this game.
I wonder if this is going to be their big redemption of the Wii U Mario Kart 8 battle mode.
Yeah.
Where in that they didn't have specific designated battle mode tracks. you just like fought on the racetracks.
Yeah.
I could kind of see this game doing something similar, but being better designed around it. Because the way the tracks are designed in this game, they're very much like they have a lot of branching paths. Like they have a normal, like you do a lap around it, like a traditional Mario Kart. But they also have a way you can go off track and then go to a different track. So I imagine they've designed these tracks in a very multi-purpose fashion. So I could see them having the battle mode kind of playing with that.
Yeah.
That would be rad.
Mhm.
Yeah. So sorry, I was trying to think what I wanted to say. I like had so much to say, then I all got lost because of what stupid. I wanted to get to the roster.
Oh, no.
That's something to talk about.
Hold on. There was something else I wanted to state before that. Hold on. Now I gotta remember what it was. We'll get to the cow. I have something to say about the cow. I definitely have something to say about the cow. No, okay, no, I remember now. One of the things that's been like discussion wise about like what. So like the thing with free roam, people say like, oh, it doesn't look like there's much to do in free roam, but I think one of the things that they kept mentioning in the treehouse is like, oh, stay tuned for that direct next week. Well, more to share there. Like every time they were like opened up free roam, like they kept saying that. So I'm thinking there's something to free roam we don't know yet, and one of my theories I currently have and this ties into the character roster. I think this game's like big gimmick next to the open world is that just everyone and everything is going to be playable in it. And I think you're going to unlock them all in free roam. So like if there's like something from free roam, if there's like something in this game that like appears on the track in any way, shape, or form, like an obstacle, they're just also playable. And I think like you're gonna unlock them in free roam. Like oh go to the Moo Moo Meadows and like find the cow and you can get the cow. You see the bully on the track. Find them on free roam, and you could be the bully too. Because the roster, and we'll get into that right now. The roster of this game is fucking silly. I have the wiki pulled up. Some of the characters you can play as in this game include the Cockdor from Mario 3D World, the Coin Coffer, the Snowman out of Mario 64, the Cataquack from Mario Sunshine, and the cow.
Cataquack.
Yeah.
And I just feel like these are all such specific choices, and all of them have also been spotted on like the tracks too. Like all the ones I mentioned are also on the track somewhere.
Yeah, they're all like from specific tracks. Because even like the Cataquacks are from what's the
So I think there's something to this. I think just everything and everyone that you could see on the track anywhere is just also playable. My theory is there's kind of like 24 characters in this game. Like they get like the costumes. Like not every character has like costumes. Like a lot of the enemies kind of look like they have less animations. Like like look at like Luigi or like even like Shy like Koopa Troopa was like one of the ones getting a bit more focus. Like they clearly had a lot of like focus put in like their like design and like animations. Like you look at like the cow. The cow doesn't really emote a ton. So I imagine what happened is you start with like this kind of 24 characters, like the main ones, and then you just unlock tons and tons and tons and tons of like weird little Mario guys. And I'm sure there'll be some like more like notable characters you can unlock. Like Nabbit's already in the game too, so like I'm sure like I don't know, you'll find Poochie somewhere or something. But that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah. Ryan's still great. It's like that one Mario Party 8 minigame where like everyone's on like a motorbike.
No, I could see that being the case because it's definitely the thing I think of is how usually when they add like enemy, like when they added Wiggler, it felt like in Mario Kart 7 that character was very like they fitted the design very much to work in a kart racer. Like Wiggler like fit in the seat and had like extra arms to man the wheel. But for a lot of the enemies in this one, it's just kind of like they're just sitting in the seat. So a lot of them don't have arms. Coin Coffer is just blatantly clipping
Sidestepper,
through the wheel.
like literally is just glued to the car.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is why I feel like if you just have the model in the game, like they'll just be playable, like right, like they have the bullies, so like Mario 64 in this, and huge for Mario lore heads. The chill bully from Mario 64, the ice variant, makes its first appearance in over 30 years in this one.
In over 30 years, the chilly bully is back.
Yeah. It's a really neat combination of like having these like the main characters have like refined and well detailed models, and they just being silly with it with like these like not lower effort, but just being able to just put on these characters just for fun.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll be classed differently on this.
I was joking about this, about they brought Chill Bully back, but there's a few like that's in this game, like things in this the Moai head enemies from Mario Land of the Game Boy are in this game.
Oh yeah, they're on like one of the
they're I think because they kind of rethemed Shy Guy Bazaar to be a Daisy track now, and they're on that track.
That's so rad. I didn't notice it was Shy Guy Bazaar.
The flying Koopa Troopas with like the white tank tops and like capes from Mario World are in this game.
Oh shit! I didn't see that either.
Flying Koopa Troopa.
At this point, they're called Super Koopas.
They should be called.
A Skeeter. Skeeter, the fucking water spider, is in this game. They just reach in their pocket like, you want to put this freak in the game?
Did y'all see the weird like?
I did. You with like the one tooth.
All fucked up.
What?
Yeah.
Baby Womp is added to the roster.
It wasn't Baby Womp. It was like a new.
I'll put it on
was
screen.
Weird. It looked
I
weird.
have it right here. I'll send it in the Discord.
Yeah. Oh, you have it. Gotcha.
So many fucked up little creatures. I love it.
Yeah. There was I don't know if you guys noticed, there's certain characters that are missing in this roster. The Koopalings are not here anymore, which is like the fact that it's the game where every Mario thing is playable. It's funny that this is the one where they finally decided to take out the Koopalings.
I think they may be hiding them. Like you said, it'd be really weird if they like did like the 4,000 character roster and then they're like, no Koopalings this time.
Yeah. Or Diddy Kong.
No Diddy Kong.
No Diddy Kong.
Oh man, I wonder how Vivian will feel about this.
That's what I tweeted about that. I was like, it's so
I wanted
sad.
to be excited for the Switch too, but this is not clean.
We can't tell the Tommy clones about this.
The Tommy.
We can't tell the. No, we just have clones of Tommy. The investors weren't happy with Tommy going away, so they made like clones of him. The occasional email, it's not pretty.
Oh, like other people. I do
have a bit of a theory on the Kongs at least. I don't think they want to show the Kongs if they're in this game until like they show them for Bonanza also. We'll get to that game later.
That's true.
I could see like either they're waiting for like to show them in Bonanza, or my other theory, this will tie to this game, is they won't be in the game at launch because this game's gonna get like post-launch content. I'm almost certain. I could see like, when Donkey Kong Bonanza comes out, Diddy, Dixie, Cranky, and young Pauline, whoever she is, join the roster.
I forgot young Pauline.
Pauline.
I think Poochie's in though. We'll see him in the direct.
Poochie's a lot. You're sure they're not saving Poochie for the Switch 2 edition of Yoshi's?
Maybe.
Imagine they made like an actually good new Yoshi game. Or like a really good Yoshi game.
Woolly World was really good, right? That was like
it's good, but like no one say it was amazing.
I want to play as the Yoshi's work in the grill in the one track. I want a game.
They're a costume in this at least. You can play as them in this one.
Yes.
Oh, there's like costume that looks close to like other characters, like how Yoshi has a costume that looks like
there is a Yoshi costume in this game that is
really?
A dark blue Yoshi with shades and like a little red like collar on his neck with like spikes, and I'm like, okay, so this is supposed to be Boshi, right? Like, And there's a few like weird things like that in this game, like the few like one step removed references. Like Wario has a biker outfit in this game. It is the same like blue like vest with like spiky like edges, the same pants, the same shoes, but he's not wearing the helmet. He's wearing like a hat instead. And there's like there's like a Toad Explorer outfit. He's like wearing the Captain Toad outfit, but the hat is different. There's like a few weird things like that where it's like a one step removed reference, which is kind of funny. They do have exactly 100% the Pirate Wario outfit from Wario Game and Wario on the Wii U. They have that one in its exactness in this one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's rad, isn't it?
They listened.
When are they putting in Master of Disguise
Turtle?
costumes? Wario Master of Disguise.
No, not Oh, come on. No, don't bring back the turtle. No, please. Oh, that's it. Oh my god, that's another restricted topic.
Yeah, I can't find.
I'm sorry, I keep bumping into like restricted shit.
Yeah, no, we're turning into like a late night talk show. We're gonna have to give you like a Jimmy Kimmel like piece of paper saying like, don't talk about this. We're not allowed to bring these up. Well, we're gonna have to get like a lawyer. We're gonna have to get Mitch in here.
Yeah.
Like,
Were you gonna say?
I can't find my non-binary Yoshi image. Can someone find non-binary Boshi?
You sound so sad. I can't find it. Non-binary Yoshi.
Boshi. Mom, I lost my non-binary Yoshi.
Mom! It's a verb took my binary Yoshi.
Wait.
I
found it.
I found it.
Oh my god.
I found it. I found non-binary Boshi.
Wow. I support your pronouns.
One other thing I noticed about this game is we've seen a lot of costumes for a lot of characters already. So like I said, there's only 24 characters who get costumes. There's like the core 24 characters. And we've seen like 4 to like 9 for like every character except Donkey Kong and Pauline. Interesting enough, both only have 1.
Yeah.
So I'm also wondering again, like there's gonna be like I don't know some stuff from Bonanza as a costume in this they're waiting to show off too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ryan. Can you also post this image?
Someone. I just heard a message in chat that says, "Can you find my non-binary Pomnies?" What does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Also, Ryan, in honor of like Donkey Kong Mark,
I'm putting 9/11 crumplings on screen. I promise.
That's bad. Find my non-binary Pomnies.
You talked about non-binary Yoshi. Boshi. We're talking about Boshi specifically.
Boshi. But Boshi the Yosh. Boshi
the Yosh. Epic
Boshi
parody.
the
That'd be a
Boshi the
great
Rock.
epic parody poster in the background of a Mario Kart.
By the way, CC of Bochi will be is eventually coming. Season 2.
That's a good mashed idea. I think you should pitch that.
I should pitch that to mashed.
Can I drop my hot take about this game also? It's like positive in this game's direction.
No.
I think this is the first time in the history of the Super Mario series where Lackey 2 looked good in 3D. So Lackey 2 in like 2D art, he has like his goggles are like filled in with white. And they haven't done that ever until now. Mm-hmm. And like for the first time, and because they keep putting this guy in Mario Kart, I always forget he's there. But I'm looking at him now, I'm like, I want to play as Lackey 2 now. He's got like goggles and shit. He's like cute now. Like they made him like an actual character.
It's like an actual character.
Yeah, no, he looks
like a character that he can like. Oh my god!
It did.
No way, dude! Oh my, he's like actually awesome.
I thought it was weird that like Lackey 2 was like one of the 24 characters they picked to like costume prior. Like really, like Lackey 2? They're like, look at this mom. Like no, wait, they're right. I like him now.
He's cute. He's peak.
Yeah,
we're gonna see Lesbian Lackey 2 soon.
My bold prediction.
Yeah.
For this game's roster is going along with my I think everyone's playable prediction. They're gonna show playable Thwomp in that direct. I'm putting my arms down. Playable Thwomp will be playable.
What was the one Thwomp fan name? The one in the cage. Marty! We're gonna get Marty.
That'd be so funny.
What?
That would be
Yeah.
it, because they're
Oh, yeah.
kind of going like back to classic designs a little bit. If they went back
Yeah.
to like the 64 era Thwomp, they would have my I would buy a million copies.
You would shoot. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. He looks like he's coming.
Did they fix?
What?
I feel like I noticed. In Mario Kart 8, the audience 3D models were like freakishly.
No,
hideously
they've
large.
tweaked that a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that was something to fix because you can also like drive around cities and just like be next to people.
And
that are
again,
just
like
walking
during the
around.
treehouse, they were very careful not to show like really anything of that mode. I feel like
They did like 40
there's
seconds.
something
like,
to
I
that
think it's a
mode
good
they don't
place
want us to
stop.
know yet. I'm certain of it, and I'm interested. Again, I'm convinced the gimmick of that mode is you just find so many characters. Somebody mentioned Talking Flower. I think this is. I'm standing up right now. I think Talking Flower is going to be playable. Because my mind is
Yeah,
development wise,
finally.
maybe like Wonder was a bit too soon, like for this game's developed, but Talking Flower wouldn't require like zero animations whatsoever, right? Like you could just put it on the cart. And then the other thing's like, oh, well, they might need to record new voice clips. They brought Talking Flower in for that Mario Party Jamboree up. The voice actor was in.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Bowser Jr. Look at his squashed head. My lovely son.
I want him to say like skadoosh when he wins now.
Isn't he voiced by the guy that does Poe?
Yeah.
The Jack Black
cartoon?
sound alike. Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
that does like an insanely good Jack Black. I want to hear him do
I
the Minecraft
usually-
lines now.
I
Yeah,
feel
we'll
like
get
when I
to
play
that.
Mario Kart 8, I pretty much only click on Luigi, Daisy, and Shy Guy. But I'm looking at like the roster of this, I'm like, there's like so many guys I want to click on now. Like now I want to be Donkey Kong again because I didn't like his model at 8, so I didn't play as much anymore. But like I'm looking at him again, like now I want to be Donkey Kong, and now I also want to be fucking Cataquack, and I want to be Pianta. They got how did it take this long for Pianta to be playable? That's crazy.
Yeah,
They're actually like people now.
They're like a
respected.
person now.
they're kind of like not real people, kinda.
No, they are now. They've been granted full citizenship.
It's really funny. It's really interesting now that they're able to like refine these models, and like they're really done up in a way where like they don't have to worry about like the shortcuts they did now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I know with like the toads and the babies, they elongated the arc. Because I remember one time I sent video to see of like baby Peach playing on a piano, and it's based on her Mario Kart 8 model, and it's like her hands are so elongated, her arms.
That is something only you could point out, Rosa, I think.
Yeah, that's an amazing.
I will say,
amazing find.
back on the Koopalings real quick, it will be really funny. They brought all 5 of the babies back, but not any of the Koopalings. That would be a little funny. I will.
Yeah.
I honestly, people turned on the Koopalings way too heavy. Come on.
Yeah, I'm fine
You
with
like
them
Roy.
as long as they're not like taking up slots.
They're like perfect for this
that
kind
are
of roster.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
Where there's 7 of like 80.
What if there's baby Koopalings?
Oh my god.
What if they bring back?
No, he's dead.
Koopa Kitten?
Yeah. Oh my god,
yeah,
that
they
would
can't
be,
let that
that would
freak back
be
in.
amazing. I want all the 64 era.
I
shit
think this
to
the
be
big eye from
represented.
Mario 64 could you play. If you think of like a freak little Mario enemy, I think there's a non-zero chance they're playable in this.
And you get a car. Yeah,
I'd-
I mean, I think the last detail that I really want to bring up is that they did reveal like the storage space size for like all the upcoming Switch 2 games from Nintendo. And Mario Kart World is like the biggest first party Nintendo
It's 22
game ever
gigabytes,
made,
right?
just in terms of size. Yeah, which is like
And
it's like
they're
3
and they're
Mario
good at
Odysseys
scaling
big or
games
something.
down. It's like
Yeah.
it's like if there's any other company, probably like 102 gigabytes somehow.
Right.
Burger
It just
Boy.
makes me wonder, like, you know, how big? What is taking up all that space? Is it all the characters, or is there like I don't know. Is just the huge world? Is the world that big? Is there some extra layer to it that we don't even we can't even perceive yet?
There's a dark world underneath.
Oh my god, Rune.
We'll get there.
Oh my god, chapter 5 is taking place in Mario Kart.
No, I do believe them though, because they keep hyping up how big this game is, like justify the cost, and we can talk about that all we want, but I do believe them when this game is maybe kind of massive.
Yeah.
Right.
I had one more thought. I actually have like 99 more thoughts, but I'll maybe try to cap it off here. Actually, two. I have two. There's one more other main thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
No, I promise. It's only two. I kind of find the way they're doing retro tracks kind of interesting in this one, because they're not really treating them like retro tracks. Like, they don't have the tracks split up like modern, like new and retro anymore. It's like they're all just kind of combined, and they've really changed a lot of them. Like, to the point where they feel like they brought back Dino Jungle, but now it's like a lab now.
Yeah.
Like they have like a little dinosaur lab. Yeah.
It's like a Jurassic Park aesthetic, pretty much.
Yeah.
It seems like they're taking the general, I guess, idea behind the retro tracks and just incorporating them into this huge world.
Which is cool.
And so some of them have like different layouts. It's less like because I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is where you really got the like, let's just like really faithfully build up these old ideas into something new. But this is like, it's kind of like, it's less about the layout.
No, I was gonna say, I think they partially picked tracks based on what fit in the world they were building to some extent. Because like they brought like Sky High Sunday back, and like that's a weird one to bring back. But like when you look at the world map they kind of built, like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. Like same with Moo Moo Meadows, which was in Mario Kart 8. But like for the map they're building, like they need like something like that there. So like I think that's why they picked like that to bring back.
Yeah.
Sky High Sunday is now Toadette themed also. That just they've rethemed a few tracks. Like I said, Shy Guy Bazaar is like a Daisy track now.
Sky High Sunday also looks good now.
I think Fall Guys anymore.
Yeah.
It'll probably have a good layout now too.
The second thing I've heard from everyone who's played this game, like at the events they're doing, is that the mode of this game seems to be the knockout mode. That's the one everyone keeps hyping up as like the most fun they had playing. This was like the knockout mode. So I'm interested in seeing that.
It reminds me of like a mode from Ring Racer, where like you all keep racing around the lap until you're the last one standing.
I think that's such a good like mode idea for like this 24 like racer like world we built. Like, cause you just drive,
especially for like higher levels of play.
Everyone said like it gets pretty crazy. Everyone said it felt really intense playing that mode. They haven't shown 200cc in this game. I have to imagine it's here. I'm really excited to try out 200cc knockout. That seems like it'd be really fun.
Yeah, that would be.
My last bonus point in this game is I think the theme for this game is my favorite one. They've done such double dash. The theme for this one.
Oh my god! I'm
World Tour.
I took a moment to look at the older Lakitu 3D models, and oh my god, why were they doing it like that?
I know. He looks like
that makes no
Milhouse without his
sense.
glasses.
It ain't no sense. It's like more inefficient to do it that way.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like HD. We have like reflective, transparent surfaces. Because even I think in Mario Kart 64 they did the white
I think in
glasses with the
64
pupils on
it was like that.
I think they did, yeah.
Yeah,
but then after GameCube they just kept with it. Because look at this. No, this is a Wii model.
No, but
still.
I just want to say, like, the main music theme, I love the harmonica. They're kind of going for, like, a real, like, Americana, drive you on the countryside, like, sound to, like, the theme. And it kind of goes with, like, the whole game in general. I think it combines really well. I think it's great.
Yeah. Oh my god, Riz, did you just draw this?
Yeah.
You're the fucking fastest drawer in the Wild West.
Oh, yeah, that's her, like...
yeah, of course. If you need me to draw Freddy Fazbear pregnant, you know where to find me.
Yeah, do it right now.
I'm giving birth to Toy Freddy.
Fazbear pregnant.
I guess we're getting that now.
Hold on, do it. I have a gift for you to look
at.
To do it. Draw this.
This is the
Freddy Fazbear.
Okay, okay, and that was gonna be that one May gift.
What's
I-
the?
I could
know what
talk
you're
about
talking
this game for
about,
another 3 hours if I truly wanted to, but I'll cap myself here. I'm very excited for it. Do you all have anything else you want to say about Mario Kart World?
No.
I hope it's barrels of fun.
I hope it's buckets of fun.
Yeah, this is gonna be the Mario Kart for the next probably like 15 years. So
This is gonna be the Mario Kart for the new generation.
It's gonna
This
outlive
is-
all of us.
This is
Yeah.
a crazy good launch title to have. I'll just say that. This seems like a game that you could like play
It
this for like
is.
600 hours kind of a game.
They're
right.
$1 billion console.
on their very expensive console. So next in the
Yeah.
direct, I'm just kind of going through it. There's some stuff I don't. No, but do you want to talk about the chat button? Do you care?
It's
You
a
love that they're
cool
bringing the
feature,
Kinect
I
back.
guess. The end.
They are.
It's kind of funny. Yeah, that's kind
I
of.
love Mario Party Jamboree, but like I don't really want to pay money for that new mode. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
Don't blame me.
we'll get a lot of good like Let's Plays out
The
of it,
Germa
though.
stream will be great.
Someone. Yeah.
Does anyone have any
Uh,
thoughts on the? I guess because I'm not a Zelda person, but does anyone have thoughts on the Zelda things they're doing with that?
Like the.
Oh, I meant the Breath of the
Warriors
Wild
game.
like update, like how they're having like you can call Zelda on your phone or whatever.
Oh.
That's
Kokiri
cool.
Forest is like playable now. It
Yeah.
doesn't have like
No way.
insane slowdowns anymore.
It's just a general like Switch 2 graphics looks pretty cool.
I
like
did think it was very
graphics.
funny. They like hard focus on Kokiri Forest. Like, no, look at your run now. That's the part of the game that
Yeah.
infamously ran like at 15
I didn't-
frames per second.
Or Korok Forest. Sorry, I called it
I was-
Kokiri.
I was surprised they were bragging about like HDR
Right.
and stuff, and they were seeing.
Yeah, you know who
like,
else
4K.
brags about HDR at Roblox?
What? Yeah, do they?
I don't know. I don't know. I opened up that game last night because I was in the group code like, let's eat sushi in this Roblox, and I'm like, sure, whatever. And then it keeps asking me, do you want to turn on HDR?
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to play Roblox in stunning 4K. I don't think I've bought an electronic since
Neither have I
4K was
think.
invented. Like I don't think I have anything. I don't think I've bought like a TV since they've invented 4K. That was in like 2016 or something. I think all my TVs.
The Switch
are,
is like the last electronic I bought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Mine's is just the Surface that has like Snapdragon, which is everything is trying to be compatible with it.
Before we get this next thing, I want to give a bit of context. We did a reaction stream to the Switch 2, and we like made Seep do it with us because Seep infamously is like not someone who like gets crazy and reacts to things during like direct things. So he'll like record like direct reactions where he just underreacts to everything and like does really dumb shit. So like, hey Seep, do you want to come do this Nintendo Direct with us? Like that'd be kind of funny. You want to wake up 6 a.m. to watch this, and like you'll be bored the entire time. But you need to know this about Seep. You probably know this about Seep. He might be a bit of a Kirby fan. It might be his favorite Nintendo series. So lo and behold, well, there's another thing later. But first of all, there was a Kirby in the Forgotten Land notable update. Seep, do you want to talk about that as the Kirby head?
They announced Kirby in the Forgotten Land because what they're doing with the Switch 2, you've got Switch 2 editions of Switch 1 games. Most of them is just like, we added mouse controls in Metroid Prime, which is pretty good. That's a pretty great addition. And for Kirby, they decided they gave it like, HD graphics, 4K, 60 FPS, all that. But they also just added like a whole new mode called the Starcross World.
I'm excited for that. I fucking love
and
Forgotten
it
Land.
just looks good. I mean, it looks a lot like
It looks
Kirby
great.
Kirby games like to do the kind of thing where
Right.
you play the main game, and then a lot of the post game stuff is like they find ways to.
And they had that in the
remix
base game
old
already
levels.
They did,
Right.
yeah.
So they're just doing a new one, and the whole the hook with this one specifically, I think, is really clever. Is you revisit old levels, and then some like drastic shift happens in them, and then you explore some other thing, in the background and kind of play the level from a different point of view, which I think is really fun because I love Forgotten Land. It's a very, for like a 3D platformer, it's pretty like A to B. Like it's pretty linear. So it's cool that they're adding something that can kind of it lets you like appreciate, I think, some of the background stuff a bit more. Like the one shot I really like in the amusement park level, it kind of like goes up and you can walk up to this giant rocket that you normally can't go to.
It is also crazy seeing this game run at 60 FPS because it was 30 and it had like pretty noticeable like draw distance stuff. But that's all gone in this version, which is kind of weird to see.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
This is this. I don't know if I mentioned this. This is actually my favorite game on the Switch. Like, just it is my single favorite. I like it more than Odyssey even. Like by a little bit at least. I like it a bit more.
It's crazy. It's up there. It's beyond Mario, Luigi's.
Yeah, I whenever I go to like, here's my thing about Forgotten Land. When I think about all the Switch games I like, there's usually some sort of asterisk. There's usually some sort of but. Like like I love Mario Wonder, but it's like pretty damn easy sometimes. Like in a way that I think sometimes the game's a little less interesting. I love Luigi's Mansion 3, but I think I have some structure problems with it. Etc. Etc. Smash Ultimate has a million characters, but then they forgot to put any other modes in. Stuff like that. But Kirby the Forgotten Land, like there's like no like notable like problem I have with it. Like I think about it, like I guess that I wish there was one more mini boss, but like I think all the levels are great. I think the game looks great. It's got a phenomenal soundtrack, which has been a bit of a problem I think with some Switch games. I think some Switch games have had kind of weaker soundtracks, but Kirby did not miss. Kirby did not miss a beat on Forgotten Land. The combat in the game, 3D platformers have been trying to figure out combat for years, and Kirby the Forgotten Land came out and they figured that shit out instantly. It's pretty much everything I could have asked for, and it's in a weird location. Like they could have done a 3D Kirby, just put it in Dreamland, but they went somewhere weird immediately, and I love that.
It's so good.
It's very ambitious, yeah. So
it's just and like just the progression of like the cutscenes, and then adding in like Kirby's eyes, and it being like just a follow up to like what was like the ending of like what was it called? Dream Friends?
The Star Allies?
Star Allies, yeah. And just building up something more, like emphasizing like the old concept of like a lost world from years ago, or like what happened to Earth, and then just like we're seeing it, and it's just like understated in a game that loves to do off-screen lore.
The King Dedede stuff in Forgotten Land more than I would love a hypothetical child of mine.
It's so good.
The King Dedede stuff in Forgotten Land goes crazy.
I kind of believe you. It does go pretty great.
What if King Dedede was your
be the proudest parent ever.
It's all both of you.
But yeah, it's so this is just kind of like just putting more levels in Forgotten Land, basically. And of course, there's intriguing world building stuff that they've added. They added like a whole new CGI intro cutscene. Lots of intriguing stuff. I'm really curious to see what they've done with it. I'm assuming it's going to be so they haven't said how long it is, but they've kind of shown like treehouse footage. There's like these collectibles that replace the Waddle Dees, and there's 20 per world and 10 per level. I'm imagining there might be like one new level per world and then one new boss. But that does make me wonder what they're gonna do for the boss fights. Like, are they going to do harder versions of the bosses again? Because that's something that
the main game already has that.
The normal game already did. Like Kirby games love doing the recolored versions of old bosses, but
I could see maybe like there's less bosses, but they're new. Maybe is what I could see them doing.
Yeah, I would like that. They kind of have like a new set of enemies with like a new theme. It's like
there's some like
enemies,
and you probably could say more about this than me. There's some like weird like Kirby lore TM callbacks in this game. Like the trailer starts with what looks like a Gem Bastion heart falling towards Earth for one, And then you mentioned the kind of star crystals that are everywhere in this mode are from Return to Dreamland specifically.
Yeah, they've been like in whenever they show like the Dimension Road place in a Kirby game, they usually have those stars. So I don't know, a lot of interesting stuff. I really like how the Kirby developers I like how they handle world building a lot. They just kind of just put stuff in there.
Miyazaki just puts stuff in if he thinks it's cool.
For you to
it's always cool, so
right, yeah. It's just a neat way to like make things feel connected, but it never like overemphasizes the story. I don't know. It's neat. I'm very curious to see what they're doing here. There's new like figurines that have new.
Oh, let me tell you this, game developers. The best thing you can put in your game is a way to unlock the 3D models in some sort of toy form, so I can look at them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that plus like things to read just about the world of the game, just to learn more about it. I think it's such a great.
I love the
feature.
one that's like when you get like Meta Knight's figure, like it mentions he gets like the location of the World 4 boss, and then he turned back, and it's like, oh, the World 4 boss is King DDD. Like, what happened there? Could he not win? Did he see DDD didn't want to fight him? Ooh, what's up with that? That's crazy.
Right. Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forwards to it when it releases in August. Maybe that's when I will have to buy a Switch too.
And then I like to think he couldn't. He knew. I like to think that if he fought DDD, he might not see DDD again. So he sent Kirby in because he knew Kirby could save DDD, and so he could have his yaoi husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been pretty yaoi recently.
They confirmed Metroid Prime 4 for Switch 2, which I think literally everyone on planet Earth saw coming. And it's got, I'd say the two big things they added were mouse mode. This seems like the game, because there's another game later, but I think this is kind of the game that's really going to show the mouse mode off more than anything. I think this is a really cool use for it. And this runs at 120 frames per second, which is a crazy thing for a Nintendo game to do.
Oh. I didn't even know that. Goddamn.
My take on 120 FPS, I don't believe in it yet. I haven't seen anything run at that. I don't know if I even have an electronic that can process that. I'll believe it when I see it. My opinion is like, once you're older than 35, can you even react at higher than 60 FPS?
Yeah,
is what I'm wondering. Maybe prove me wrong. I don't know, but it's very cool. I mean, it's a very Switch 2 so far. It seems to be a very powerful console. I mean, it's a little expensive, but I feel like the expense is.
So here's the thing. I got problems with the game price for sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, Mario Kart 8 for $80 is insane. Unfortunately, as much as I want to like put my nose up, they are kind of proving that like main console price tag at least.
Yeah. The console price itself makes sense. Like, it's still cheaper than the other, fucking Xbox, PlayStation.
Steam thing. And it actually has games.
And it has games. But I think just that combined with the absurd game price,
and it didn't help. They like tried to hide it, which made it worse.
They did.
Pokemon Legends ZA now looks like it performs acceptably. Happy for them.
That's good.
Finally, a console they can make it work.
What did you all think? This one is so weird. What did you all think about that basketball game?
I think it was
a basketball game.
It's an interesting tech demo, but I think they're missing like an actual flair to it. It's like it looks more like a tech demo because the designs are like not to get attached to. Like, it's a smart idea, but
that was my big thing watching it. Like, I thought back, like, say what you want about ARMS, like if you like it or not, but like there's like characters in it. There's like a little world in it. You look at like at Splatoon, like you kind of instantly get like the graphical style and vibes and characters they're going for. This was a very weird like trailer. Like they're in like a dark warehouse and they're all like masked people like who look the same. It's like like where's that kind of like robots. Nintendo is like so good at like character like in their games. It felt weird like how uncharacter this felt to me.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like they look like the characters you see in their tech demos before they figure it out.
Yeah. I
Right.
do love like I never thought about it. Like there hasn't been a sports game with like wheelchairs before. I think that's really
Yeah.
cool. But that's about as far
Yeah,
as my
they gotta show
excitement for it
something
goes.
else.
I just think
The
the
sequel-
concept is really cool.
The
Yeah.
sequel with actual characters and locations will go hard.
If they made it like
Yeah.
some sort of ARMS spin-off, that would
Yeah,
be
oh,
interesting.
Arms 2. Oh, guy, just wait. If you liked Arms, just wait for Arms
making-
2 to release. How do you really think I've said
You're
that
making
since,
Niall
like,
cry in chat
2017?
right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Niall. I'm sorry.
Is
Yeah.
Niall a big Arms fan?
Loves it.
I
Guess so.
see.
Okay, I think
Not
after
many of them.
that, we kind of entered the third party section. We'll kind of just go over maybe because there was a lot.
Yeah, who cares?
Okay, do you want to talk about
Nintendo games.
say 5 things about the Street Fighter
No,
Switch 2 port right
No.
now?
It looks better than the one on Xbox.
It looks better than the one on Xbox. Yeah, you're like in the earpiece when I'm on like the fake date where I have to like find information about the one.
Okay, next.
Kids are gonna have to learn what the Ethernet cable
Now
is.
tell them about the
if they're
motion
gonna play
control
the game.
mode. Tell them about the
and then a mouse runs over the keyboard and you're like, get out of here. And then you say that, and then you're
Oh,
like, wait,
yeah.
no,
Get
that
out of
wasn't
here.
meant for you.
You're so ugly. Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, no. Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm really screwing this up.
This isn't a
aren't
game
I?
announcement, but I did love the EA section, how undedicated it was. Like, oh yeah, we're bringing sports over. There's no gameplay footage. Bye.
EA should announce. Never mind. I was
They
going to say
should announce they're going out of business.
yeah, they should announce
Yeah.
that. I was
That'd
going
be
to say they should announce
cool
The
enough.
Sims, but because now you can play The Sims with a mouse on your Switch, and that's one of the like 4 video games I play. But I don't want to play The Sims 4. So never
I'm
mind.
scrolling through like the first third party segment they did. There's nothing much here I want to talk about. Most of the interesting stuff was in the second one. Like you know what, but in between those, I guess there was the Zelda Hyrule Warriors game. They're doing another one.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool, but I want to see them do another take on like with a different series.
Yeah, why does Zelda get to hog the Warriors brand so much?
I think I feel like the Warriors game, when it comes to developing stuff for Nintendo, they're using it as a means of like expanding the Zelda story instead of like having fun with like a property.
There's a part of me that thinks
Right.
the only reason they're doing this one is because the Hyrule Warriors game on Switch infamously ran horrifically bad. And I almost wonder if they funded this one just so they could like show off that it runs better. Because I do find it interesting. I feel like a lot of people I know who like Zelda, I'm a very casual Zelda fan, are kind of really tired of like this version of Zelda. And I got that sentiment a lot from talking to people about this. Like they're kind of like, oh well, I'm kind of over like this version of the Zelda world. But I don't know.
Yeah, same.
Oh, Link, we must run around
It's
and
like-
perform combat.
From what I understand, you pretty much said like the story in this Zelda game is kind of non-existent, and it really is like more gameplay than story.
I mean, all Nintendo games
Yeah.
are like that, but some of them try to pretend that they're not more gameplay than
Some-
story.
Some of them are
Like
better
Donkey
about it
Kong
than
Country
others.
1 through 3.
Mhm.
Well, that was like an epic, like
They built up the Kitty Kong.
the birth of Kitty Kong, the post-credit scenes in Donkey Kong Country 2.
you,
birth of
you
Kitty
see,
Kong.
Like,
you
I
see
understand, they
Kitty
have an
Kong
ending
like getting
because-
birth, and then the camera cuts to black, and you're like, ah.
Well, I was thinking of a take on the Kung Fu
Oh,
Panda
yeah.
2 post-credits, where the father of Kitty Kong is like, my son. Who is the father of Kitty Kong? Do we know?
Yeah, because he's
The
Chunky
father-
Kong's like little brother.
Yeah, Chunky.
He's Chunky. So the father of Chunky. Okay, maybe Chunky Kong's like, I have a brother.
I have a
in the
brother.
credits. Sure.
So after, go on.
One a bit of a tangent, but I remember years ago seeing like a Newgrounds Donkey Kong series where like Donkey Kong is murdered by like a bomb. So Diddy Kong, Diddy, Kitty, and Dixie go out to like avenge DK, but Dixie died on the way, and Kitty got lost and stabbed in the cold tundra.
That explains a lot about you. You watch that at a formal developmental age. That actually clears up a lot.
Yeah.
I played the
that formed you.
Was,
that really formed you, I think, was playing that game at age 2.
She's notoriously afraid of tundras, and we never knew why until now.
I would never let a developing mind anywhere near.
Me and Ty went on like a trip. Me and Ty went on a trip, and Ty said, "Oh yeah, so we're going to a tundra," and then I started freaking out.
Yeah, her teeth started chattering. She was like,
So after the Zelda thing, they showed something new for NSO, which is GameCube. It's a little funny. I feel like such like an raising my glasses kind of guy saying this. But it's a little funny because all these games are so easily emulated because of Dolphin. But at the same time, it's nice to have them, like, because NSO has oddly become like a pretty damn good deal, all things considered. And I think the thing I like most about it took a bit, it took a long bit, but it's become one. I think the thing I like about NSO now is I like checking out whatever weird thing they add. Like it does encourage me to like kind of like, what's this weird thing? I'll check this out for a minute. And the GameCube lineup at like launch, I think is pretty good. Like at representing, like you got Wind Waker, like that's expected. But then they threw in like Soul Calibur 2 and F-Zero, like those. With Link.
Soul Calibur with Link, those fun.
So it's nice to have it. I don't got much to say, but it's nice to finally have it.
Yeah, I know. It's the GameCube.
Can you sing it right now?
Someday we'll have it. Why are there so many games about stickers?
Are you allowed to do an Arlo voice? You work for him.
Yeah.
He's gonna fire you.
No, he's never watching this ever.
Seriously.
I'm not making fun of him. I'm just sounding like him. I bet he has no idea.
I like the thumbnail of him looking like a little worm coming out of the ground to look at you, to look at the thing on the presentation.
Yeah.
So right.
I know the one. He's like, look, he's kind of leaned back, and it's just his head. He's going, ah.
I don't know the one.
That's why Muppets are so funny.
I've
That's
come
why
out
I
of the
got Brian the Kermit plush.
I'm stoking up
Like,
the
have you seen the Kermit
GameCube
plush I got
time.
Ryan?
No.
You got a Kermit plush?
Yeah, I sent a picture of you the other day.
Who, me?
To me?
No, I said to you.
Let me go back. Sorry, I'm very forgetful. Let me
So
let me find Kermit.
After the GameCube connection, I would say maybe what might actually be debatably the biggest reveal this direct happened. I didn't think they were gonna do this because my thought was like, they're not gonna put this like in a console reveal. Like this is something like they wouldn't do here. Boo-boo the fool on me. They actually announced the release date of Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, they would have put that in a console reveal thing. Like, that's his own thing they'll do later. Fucking Boo-Boo the Fool Me. It's in this direct and it's coming out the same damn day of the console.
It's insane.
It's coming out on Phineas and Ferb
It
Day.
is.
Wow.
Where's that Photoshop image I made of Deltarune?
I love the Toby Fox jump scare.
It's
so
awesome.
insane. Now, like, Deltarune's like theory channels.
Yeah, with the 3 seconds of footage from Chapter 3 and 4, about 90 hours of YouTube video content will be made. What does the Alvin TV teeth mean? What could that character be with the Alvin the Mushroom's teeth on the TV screen?
I guess we'll have to wait and see. I mean, notice how the TV is the same color
That's
as the
true.
TV in the living room. And whatever that video was called. I don't even remember. I have so many videos. It was We Need E3. It's all just a big miasmic soup in my brain now.
My confession about Deltarune Undertale is those are some of my favorite games ever, and I do not keep up on like fan theories or fan content for them. I don't know anything about anything these chapters people think is going to happen, so this will all be a surprise to me.
No,
Right, yeah.
Rosa.
Like, Woody from Toy Story is gonna pop up, and I'll be completely surprised.
Why am I
Hold on,
here?
let me put.
Why
You
am
asked for it.
I
Yeah, let me
announcing
put
that
the
he's
pregnant Freddy Fazbear on
Yeah.
screen.
Is that more important than Deltarune?
What the fuck is the thing in him?
May.
Oh, okay. Referencing a person that's not here.
Yeah.
She likes to do that. She like audio of the ghosts of like Salty DK Dan's friends
Yeah.
constantly.
And Salty DK Dan.
And Salty DK Dan.
Yeah, you want to hear?
My dick hurts.
No. All right.
That weirdly does not sound like him. Something about that does not sound like him.
Yeah, that's just him voice acting
Like,
the Pokemon
In
short.
terms of, like,
Oh, I
not
see.
knowing anything about like Deltarune, like I don't know why Susie gets like normal human skin color in this trailer. I don't know if there's like human Susie theory or something going around. I don't know.
I'm just,
I know
looking
what.
forward sometimes
They're in the
Toby
church.
Fox- they're in the church?
Yeah.
Do you turn white when you're in the church? So okay, yeah, I'm in a similar boat, Ryan. Toby Fox, sometimes he'll just drop something, and I know I will sit
Right.
down and I will just like listen. Like I know I'm in for something good. I don't
Do
even.
you see all the house like carpets video?
Kinda. I played Anton Blast. That's probably my greatest exposure.
But no, I get
whatever
what,
that is.
like I love like Undertale and Deltarune, but I kind of just like taking it in on its own. Like I think it's great people do like fan theories and stuff. Like I'm not like, ooh, you're consuming it wrong. I'm not like that. It's just I kind of just like having it come to me when it happens more than anything.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
why
straight up
she-
good on its own.
That's why Ryan has no idea about why people are talking about that Asriel's dead.
No, I don't know
Right.
anything.
I forgot. When I played Chapter 2, I forgot even that like Noelle has like a sister or something. When someone brought that up
Yeah.
to me, I was like, "What?"
December.
I don't know.
Well, that is part of
December.
that was part of the Spanton sweepstakes. So
Like what's
Right. So I'm a little ignorant. I'm sorry. I would be like the Game Grumps Let's Player playing this game, and all the comments are like, "You're consuming it wrong. You're missing all the
Yeah.
details. You need to go back. You need to have the same relationship with this that I do." So I'm strawmanning like crazy, but
But generally,
saying
that
that's
is
how
how I
ignorant
like.
I
I
am.
tend to watch and play things. Like whenever there's like a show, I don't really like keep up with like theories. I just like I like seeing whatever happens.
Oh, the community. I hate like the Deltarune community is just so toxic. Whenever I hear stuff like that, I don't even. Yeah, I don't have any reason to know what that's all about.
The only
don't
thing
know
I
about the
can't
community,
escape that
yeah.
from is Sonic because they refuse to leave me alone when I was on Twitter.
You need to be less concerned about the Sonic community and more concerned about your
That's
local
true.
community, is what I'm gonna say.
Oh shit.
Y'all gotta
I think
stop.
that's actually true.
That's-
Go to your library.
that's so
You
true.
can meet
Everyone in
people.
chat right now, you gotta stop worrying about what Steven Universe fans were doing like a decade ago. You gotta worry about what you're doing right now.
Right. Oh,
hey
exactly.
Ryan, I like how the pregnant image is like superimposed on like
Yeah, you know.
the StarCast.
So make sure everyone saw it.
That crashed my YouTube page
That's
for
good.
a moment.
Rosa, one day you're gonna actually be pregnant and no one's gonna believe you.
Why would you say that?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Do we have any other topics?
There's a few more things in this third party. Like I will say also the funniest thing that happened that direct was the reveal of Deltarune into fucking Borderlands 4. Like, shut up.
Yeah, the guy coming
It's like,
on
all right,
screen right
buddy.
after.
I'm just
What's that guy's name?
Randy
People
Pitchford,
really like that guy. don't
beloved
they?
character.
Yeah, people love Randy Pitchford, huh? Yeah.
Each time I hear
great.
the name Randy Pitchford, I just think of like that little Randy Pitcherson from like Fish Hooks.
Fish.
Fish hooks?
Jeez. Oh,
There's a character named Randy Pitcherson from Fish Hooks.
oh, I am in fish hooks. Whoa, jeez.
He's always
Whoa.
like, I'm Randy Pitcherson. He's not in
I
jail.
texted
You
a
think is
minor.
that VA in jail
Sorry.
or is that VA in jail?
There's a lot
God.
of Fish Hooks alumni
Not
that
the
are in
girl.
jail right now.
Yeah.
All of them.
Not the
not the
girl,
girl.
though. She's
Oh, that
Is
means
the Raylan in
like-
jail?
She did
Wait,
crack.
did she do
Should
crack
be.
though? Did the girl from Fish Hooks do crack?
That's
I mean,
like a
it's
normal.
you know, you're ruining your own
That's
life.
a normal crime,
Yeah.
not an advanced crime.
Heaven forbid.
Yeah.
a
Speaking
woman
of
do
Justin
anything.
Roiland, High on Life 2 on the Switch too.
That's
Uh,
right.
I mean, just High on Life.
The
It was
Why?
fucking direct had High on Life in it. Like, all right, buddy.
That's really embarrassing because I watched that with Stella, and that was like the one part that we actually got excited over. I've never played High on Life, but I was just so like the synapses in my brain were going off when I saw the Justin Roiland game in a Nintendo Direct. It was just an unbelievable. It was just one of those you had to be there moments. I think.
Are you gonna shoot that guy on the Nintendo Switch? You're not gonna shoot that guy, are you? Oh man,
Oh,
we're on the
come on.
Nintendo
Oh,
Switch.
Come on, man!
Oh
We're
man,
real Nintendo
no, you're not
game.
gonna do it, are you? Oh, that's messed up.
Did you
We're on
know
the
they just
Nintendo
got rid of him
console. Yeah,
in
yeah,
that
it's
game?
awesome.
They didn't replace him.
They just got
Yeah,
rid
Stella
of
was
him.
telling me about that. Like in the deal, they just got rid of the Justin Roiland gun and replaced it with like a woman. I think. That's what I was
Sounds
told.
exactly the same. Suspiciously sounds
Those
exactly
kinda-
the same as him. Just pitch up.
Justin Roiland puts like a bow on. It's like, oh, I'm a woman
Oh
now.
jeez. Oh jeez.
I-
Oh, what's
I
going
would
on?
never-
Oh jeez.
I would never be hurtful
They-
to women.
They didn't have,
Yeah.
they,
I respect women.
they didn't get Justin Roiland in for
respect women.
multiverses, and they got the new voice actors in, and the game shut down. Maybe that's why it happened.
Yeah,
But speaking of things people would joke about happening in this direct, they showed Silk Song for like 3 seconds in this direct. Like, oh, here you go, by the way, bye.
Yeah. And then Toby Fox like, haha.
They showed it like
Yes.
while the screen was collapsing.
Yeah.
So-
Four kids stranded. 4 kids stranded.
We were joking like when that happened. Like someone was running down a hallway with a clipboard, like being chased down and yelled at
Yeah.
in an earpiece.
All I can think about is like, oh,
That's
somebody is in like so much trouble right now.
Yeah.
Someone's going to the Nintendo war room, and they're gonna have a stern talking to.
Well, an indie game trailer got entirely
Yeah.
eaten up. I saw like on Twitter they were posting like,
Yeah.
"Hey, our trailer didn't make it in. You watch it here."
I do think it's interesting. Deltarune got like the full trailer spot, and Silk Song was just like a sizzle reel thing. And I think to some degrry, I
Yeah,
think
as
part of
a-
the reason that is I don't know how many people know this. Deltarune and Undertale are absurdly and insanely popular in Japan. They have like cafes there. They do the orchestras there. Toby Fox has a lot of like exclusive interviews in Japan. It is crazy popular in Japan. So I think that's probably why it got a bit of that bump, because the Japanese audience was gonna like go crazy over that too.
Right. It's funny how it feels Japanese.
Well, Toby Fox is a
Is
big
it-
like JRPG guy, so that probably tracks why.
And he
Yeah.
likes Toho. Remember
Even
how
learn the
he did
language
like
of JRPGs.
remember how he did an interview? Remember how he was like in a video for Toho? It's like Toho series, and it speaks like perfect
Toho
Japanese after
Project.
that.
Project. Yeah.
He did that on purpose.
Project.
He
Yeah.
really did do that on purpose. And then he also got like the creator of Yuminiki to do like a 5 yes or no question interview.
No,
Oh yeah.
He played.
just-
That was
Didn't he-
impressive.
Didn't he waste them on like on what's your like favorite sandwich or something?
Yeah, yeah, because they're all yes or no questions. I think he just knows like what what the creator's all about.
Yeah.
So like he knows like not to infer too much
No,
because
'cause
he's
the-
in the same boat.
yeah.
wish
yeah.
he
Deltarune
was
has a
that
lot of
abstract.
Japanese like influence in it, because that's what like he was really into. He was really into RPGs. He's really into Mother. Susie does the
Moon
it takes a lot from Moon
RPG.
RPG. Susie does the Asumatsu-san guy like Shay pose in that game. So like they got a lot of stuff like that. But Seep.
Yeah.
To make it
What?
to continue
What?
the joke of, wouldn't it be funny if we made Seep watch this direct? There was another Kirby announcement somehow.
Yeah.
I couldn't
New
believe it.
Kirby
Like the
announcements.
one director, like, it's really funny to make Seep watch this and be bored. They revealed. I couldn't believe this. Like, this is like one of those like I can't believe they're doing this kind of reveals.
This is one of those like things that people put on the bingo
Right.
cards that's never actually gonna happen.
Yeah.
They
that's
revealed
it.
Kirby Air Ride 2, and it was funny watching this. To explain
Yeah.
this entire direct, Seep was joking about like, oh, it's gonna be Star Fox. They're gonna reveal new Star Fox. And when this reveal started, I looked away for like half a second. I saw like a light flashing and like something zooming by, and Seep said, "There's no way." And I thought, like, are they doing Star Fox? Like, are they actually doing Star Fox? And then the star appeared on the screen like, okay, this is Kirby. And then I was confused again for a few more seconds because this looked, you know why now, but this looked like the Smash model of Kirby. I'm like, is this Smash? Are they doing it already?
Mhm.
Lo and behold, no, it was Air Ride.
Kirby Air Riders, the new entry in the Kirby Air Ride series. And it's
Directed by
Yes.
Sakurai.
And developed
Yeah.
by Bandai Namco,
I was-
apparently.
When the direct was happening, I was joking about like Sonic shitting and crying in the corner because like
Oh.
I can't wait for Sonic Cross World. It looks great. There's a lot of things I love about it, but it's also in the middle between like Mario Kart World and fucking now Kirby Air Riders, directed
Yeah.
by Sakurai.
Hopefully this won't be as devastating of a blowout as when Sonic Forces released within the same week of Mario Odyssey. And then Sonic Superstars released in the same week as Mario Wonder.
That was not good for them.
They
Catch a break.
sure know how to pick their
I think the
release
Sonic
windows.
Superstar one might be the worst because like I think they tried to like do like a PR thing like, oh, we're really excited to like be alongside Mario, and I imagine it turning second like punching a wall.
Yeah. At least I think
And
no, the racing game this time. It has the edge of being playable on other consoles and
Mhm.
less than $80. So that's
Yeah,
something
it
they
has
do
that.
have. They
Yeah.
have a bit of
It
an edge
has-
there.
It also has Zavok.
That's true. You
Zavok.
can't play as Zavok. 80 characters in the new
You're gonna
Mario
feel
Kart,
so
not one of
silly
them
in the
is
next
Zavok.
direct.
Don't waste my time.
Right.
Yeah.
Metal.
And
Hey,
like no
anyway.
Air Rider gears.
Mm.
People are saying this. It is interesting. We probably know we're safe from Smash Brothers for another few years. Luckily, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Though Smash, is it true that Smash Brothers games don't take as long as
I
people
think Ultimate was 3
think.
years.
Yeah. So we could still easily see one like I don't know, even like before the decade ends.
Kirby was
Yeah.
probably the game they showed the
But,
least gameplay for, so I actually don't have a ton to say about it. It's very cool it's happening. It's cool Sakurai's directing it. I kind of feel like this game would have not got funded if anyone but him asked to like make it. Like there's nobody else. They would have not approved this otherwise.
No, yeah. The thing I
Yeah.
said is that they were not making a new Sakurai was not making a new Kirby game if it wasn't Air Ride, and Hal was not making a new Air Ride game if it wasn't with Sakurai. So the
Yeah.
stars really did just align for this to happen.
Because
Kirby,
Yeah.
Kirby doesn't do a lot of like
Hmm.
direct sequels to spin-off ideas. The only other time I could think of they've really done it, they usually do remakes, or they did Rainbow Curse on the Wii U. I feel like that was the only time that they really followed up on like an older idea. So I'm interested to see, because he went out of his way to make this, so he must have some kind of big ambitious idea for it.
I've seen a lot of joking about like
I don't know. I'm curious.
they're not going to put modern. Yeah, but here's the thing.
character
I
roster.
don't think the character roster, original Kirby Air Ride was only almost all Kirby's because the gameplay design is very much around like Kirby's abilities, and I'm gonna prep everyone with this. I don't think much has changed in this time. I think at the most they'll add like Bandana D as a 4th bonus character.
wasn't it literally just Kirby in different
Yes,
colors?
that was it.
Meta Knight and DDD.
Yeah.
Like, that was all. Yeah,
But to be fair, that game also released at a time
Yeah,
where there was a lot less characters.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah.
I feel like the average Kirby fan does have higher expectations of characters that appear. I think at the very least, even if there's not a ton of playable characters, I would like to see just a lot of
Right.
Kirby stuff, I don't know, thrown in there. Like the original game
Yeah.
had like the concept of boss fights, but it didn't really have a ton. The original Air Ride is an interesting game to me because it kind of felt like a very
Well,
like,
yeah, 'cause
throw
it was-
stuff
it
at
was-
the wall kind of game.
it's
seemed
a
like it had
very
a
weird
lot
game because it's basically a game being made like on the skeleton of a 3D platformer, like a 2D platformer they were making. Like a lot of the stuff is reused from it. Like they were kind of cross-developed. A lot of ideas were shared between them, and only one of them came out.
Right.
They still are.
Yeah. So I would like to see like more bosses, maybe just like more focus in general. Kind of like
Yeah.
seeing what it was about the original Air Ride that people
Do you think
really
Top Right's
into-
coming back?
and kind of building on that. Yeah, everything but Top Ride basically is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I played Top Ride for the first time recently, and it was kind of fun. I think it was just because I was winning, though.
I imagine City Trial.
Yeah.
Sakurai really believes in City Trial. I feel like he keeps trying to do City Trial. I think that's gonna be.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna know it to make it in the main mode this time. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, City
wouldn't-
Trial is like everyone's favorite. So
It's
bet
sad
that
that they didn't kept it for like in Smash Ultimate. It like their rendition was like that was a really neat mode. I just
yeah.
sad that it was only on the 3DS and not
No,
on the
that was-
Wii
that
U.
was
While we
really
got like
fun.
some lean mode.
I
Yeah.
played that one a lot. I imagine that they changed the title to Air Riders,
Mhm.
so I imagine there's going to be much
Right.
more of like a multiplayer focus. So right
And
now,
then maybe there'll be more characters. Like
Maybe,
at
I
least
mean,
a handful, not a lot, just a small handful.
there is a game. GameStop has a listing for this game where they say it stars Kirby and
Okay.
friends.
Uh,
So
Oh, they have to at least have Gooey. They have to have Gooey because Gooey is also a character
Gooey.
that like
that could still
Similar-
just be. Yeah, it could still be Kirby and then DDD and
Mhm.
Mennonite, but that gives
yeah,
me a
but
little
having
more
Gooey
hope.
in would also like allow like okay, this is also a character that can use copy
I don't think
abilities,
Sakurai
so
knows
we can
GUI
do that.
exists.
Right.
I'm joking. No, I
No,
I-
he hates.
I wouldn't
everything
be
they
s-
didn't make.
I
Now, I
just
just I
go
want
on.
to say. Well, I was gonna say like I don't think he hates like the newer Kirby stuff, but I don't think he has like much of a care for it or like put it at like a high priority. Because I did see that interview people were saying like, "See, here's proof he doesn't hate it," and then look at it, it's like he just doesn't keep that at a high priority. It
No,
seems.
well,
It's
I mean,
like,
I think
oh, we were gonna
I
do
think the
Epic
thing
Yarn,
is-
but then changed to Yoshi.
No, I think the thing with Smash Brothers is there's just a lot of franchises to like represent and
Yeah.
juggle, and I think he just kind of he's
just doing
definitely
what he knows.
he's probably more attached to the Kirby games that he directed, which makes sense
Yeah.
because it's based on
Mhm.
like his actual memories of development and anything. But like, go
Uh,
on. Go on,
yeah.
man.
So they're just like
I was just gonna
higher
say, I
priority
think
to
if
him.
it's only like those three, I don't think it's like a like classic bias. Again, I just think the gameplay of Air Ride is like built around Kirby's like abilities, and then
Mhm.
DD and Mennonite were like basically bonuses. And I think
Yeah.
this will be about the same. And then like again, maybe Bandana D will show up because I imagine how we'll just ask like, hey, can you guys put
Yeah.
this guy in the game? We like him. Just put him in the game. It would be cool though.
Yeah,
It would be
it'll
cool
Yeah,
though.
it's pretty gooey.
I think if you want to put modern characters in, I think the way to do it is make them like elements in City Trial. Like, Magoro's shop has appeared. Crash into it
Yeah.
and steal his stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd
Kill
be
him.
fun. Yeah,
They the way to make Tai Bizabizow happy in any Kirby game these days would to finally acknowledge right back at you again. Like put Escargoon in there.
you're an Escargooner. You're saying?
I'm an
Escar Gooner.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Rigby, they're at the extra. It's called Gooner. Mothercade, shut the hell up. You just find me an excuse to say Gooner again.
Well, the original.
Shut
It is
up.
funny you said about Air
Stop
Ride
talking.
because that game actually shared a lot of music with the anime. A lot of the music from that
Oh,
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It even was like promoted.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, this game's coming out this year. It's interesting they didn't show any footage though. They must be holding it to their chest. This is like the
I know,
Yeah.
right?
I think Sakurai just likes doing that. They
Mhm.
did that with Smash Brothers too. Remember, they announced Ultimate like the same year it came out, but they intentionally just didn't show any footage. I think he's a very I'm assuming this is his
Right.
doing. He likes being very particular with how he reveals things. This was definitely a very Sakurai reveal. Like it literally it has the same vibe as the Smash Brothers reveals, where you keep everything like really vague and then pulled in, and then you like reveal what the game actually is.
honestly,
It's like a huge
I'm
deal.
glad he's working on something that isn't Smash. Everyone said it. For one, I'm perfectly
Yeah.
fine with not having to talk about Smash Bros for a bit longer, and it's just nice to see him do something else for a bit. I
Yeah.
think it'll be, and you know what? He's a guy who knows. He's respected for a reason. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm excited
It'll be
to see
nice.
what ideas he has. Right?
It'll be good for him to not have to work on a game with a roster of like 500 characters again.
Yeah. The only downside is this is definitely guaranteed that the next Smash game, the only modern Kirby stage you're getting will be based on Air Ride. I think that's basically a guarantee now, which is like, And maybe it also mean we'll get like a modern character if this game has.
I was going to ask him very nicely.
But the stage is definitely.
We'll let you make Air Riders, but
right,
you gotta put Bandana Dean in next time. And he goes, okay.
All right, you finally
joking.
got me, didn't you? Okay.
I was joking. I was making a joke that like Sonic Crossword is not worried about Kirby Air Riders because they have more
We're
characters.
gonna promote that. It's going to be the big marketing push for Sonic Crossworlds. We have more characters than Kirby.
But less than
that's
Mario,
right.
but still more than Kirby.
The Kirby.
We
Air
have a lot of
Riders
beloved
killer.
characters like Zavok, Sage,
Zavok.
Metal Sonic, Jet the Hawk,
Zavok.
and we're
Zavok.
due for some DLC. Look forward to Uktar.
Uktar?
Zavok.
Chaos.
Patrick.
Zavok.
So there was one more game in this direct.
There's one more game. We have one more game we'd like to show you. Please take a look.
How do you
What? Okay, wait. Hold on. What if when they said we have one more game to show you, please take a look, they fade to black, and then they fade to Miyamoto, and he's like really big and fat, and he's like, I accidentally ate the last game reveal.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That thought came to mind, and I just needed to get it out there. What if they did that? And then he goes,
Thanks, Steve. Thanks,
was
Steve.
that
Awesome.
supposed to be the
Right,
next
like
reveal?
Homer joke you're doing right now.
What? I hated it.
Wouldn't that be funny though?
Final reveal.
They thought exclusive first looks. SpongeBob fan in chat knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Hey, can we get like the gift of like fucked up Miyamoto and Gumball?
So I'd find that for
this last game
Yeah, just at me in the Starcast.
I think is
Only
funny.
1% of the
I
time.
watched a few direct reactions, and it took a lot of people until when he literally appeared on screen to know what it was. I watched mine. The second the first screen stopped, like it was fading the next one, I knew what it was instantly, and I couldn't fucking believe it. So Donkey Kong is a series.
Dog.
Hold on, I have the perfect image ready for this.
Donkey Kong is a series that has been on. I feel like of everything
What?
like Nintendo like owns, this has been like the weird one that's been on ice for so long. Like, because they never stopped like acknowledging Donkey Kong existed. Like, it's not like some sort of like, oh, he doesn't exist, we're not acknowledging him. They kept making Donkey Kong stuff. Yeah,
Arguably,
but
he's only been getting bigger. The longer
they
he
weren't
didn't have
making any games.
Yeah.
Bigger, faster, and
So
stronger
I guess
too.
apparently they were waiting for this. It's crazy to me, just because the character hasn't been like a main thing for Nintendo in a bit now. Donkey Kong got like the final game announcement in this direct, which is like insane to me.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
this
so
is the
great.
one of this direct I think that I looked at like this is like the most next gen looking Nintendo game ever made to me. Donkey Kong's model in this is I can't see. This is like the first Nintendo game where I can't see any of the polygons on the character. Like, I'm looking at him right now. He's so fucking smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like during the gameplay, there's so many like 3D
Right.
particles happening. It's like when a next gen game wants to show off like Astrobot, like you just throw a bunch of particles everywhere and like look how like fast we're rendering all this.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe this. Like, I was like silent for most of the time we were watching this. 'Cause I kind of couldn't believe when we were like, it's so weird looking. Like, I couldn't parse. This is like when I thought like 3D Donkey Kong. I'm the same way. Like, I imagined like 3D Kirby for the first time. Like, you know, he walking through Dreamland, whatever, and then it's like, oh, he's in apocalyptic place instead.
Yeah.
This is
goes
like
through
that
the
times
jungle.
like 5.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's not in a jungle. He's got a weird new like
Right.
design. He's like destroying things with his fist and like throwing things. There's like all this weird stuff. He's a weird little rock. There's new monkey guys. It was like so
Yeah.
much to take in. Like I like couldn't believe it.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Man,
I'm so excited.
Me too.
yeah, it's a pretty great.
He's-
This is basically like the equivalent
No,
of their
yeah.
big 3D Mario release. They haven't said who's making the game, but basically everyone says like this looks like sort of the Odyssey successor
team.
people were waiting
Like,
for.
remember that leak, the supposed leak that said
Yeah,
DK by the Odyssey team?
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
a
new
leak.
Donkey
Yeah.
Kong
Yeah.
game from the
EDP
Mario Odyssey team.
EDP Donkey
Also
Kong
me.
game has been a rumor for, I would say, like the past 5 or 6 years.
Right. Which makes me wonder, like, do you think this is the 3D
I think we'll
Mario,
get a 3D
basically?
Mario, but I think this
Or
is
do you
going to
think
be
we're
like
gonna keep one?
the 3D game for this year at least. I'm sure they're working on a 3D Mario, but
No,
I think this
yeah.
is it for this year. You know what? I've been waiting for a 3D Mario, but I think I'm glad they did this. Donkey Kong has needed like a new big thing way more than like Mario needed like something.
Yeah.
Right. Mario's got Mario Kart, like,
And like I feel
For
like
the
with the way
brand,
development's
at
lining
least.
up, we could get like a 2D Mario next year already. He's gonna be fine. Donkey Kong needed anything more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know
It
where-
looks so fantastic. His expressions are just top notch. With the change of his brow, he can just make any facial reaction. I love
Yeah,
this one
too.
from
I
like
love
the
that.
trailer where he's just like looking around, scratching his head, and his teeth are like that. They
I,
just
um,
remind me of Kanamori.
No,
Show them.
that's something I have like a lot of input on, is like the
Yeah.
Donkey Kong design here. I think something interesting about Donkey Kong is that for a while before this game, he was kind of the only like mainstay Mario character whose design was kind of defined by the
Hmm.
technology that he existed in.
Mhm.
So like Rare redesigned him for Donkey Kong Country, and they designed him as like a 3D
Yeah,
model.
just to give you a bit of input on that. Donkey Kong's original designer is like on Twitter, and he's been like talking about that. Like he loves this new design. He's talked about like how the actual artist made it this time instead of someone trying to figure it out in 3D. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Mhm.
So I think what's cool about this kind of update they've given to the design is now it feels rooted in the 2D illustration style, the same way the other characters do. Like I feel like the goal with like you look at like Mario's model or Luigi or Yoshi, it feels like they're trying to approximate what the
Right.
characters look like on the box art, basically. And this is the first time I think there's a really strong relationship between like how he looks in like 2D illustrations and then the actual expressiveness of the model, which I think was really the main goal of the redesign.
Yeah,
I know. I think people will warm up to this. Like some people, it's a pretty drastic change to get used to. But it's from what we've seen of the game so far, it's really paying off. Like they're getting a lot out of his new range of expressiveness.
I
Yeah.
think part of the reason they did Donkey Kong first of like any other like main IPs, I guess, to like really showcase is I think Donkey Kong's design. I was just thinking like, what other Nintendo character could really kind of pull these faces off? Like, 'cause even Mario really couldn't. I think going for Donkey Kong immediately was pretty smart because it really looks him.
Like him or
I guess
Mario,
Donkey Kong's a
I
bit more like. I think mainstream audience are less afraid of Donkey Kong. Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you look at Wario, he's gonna do some fucked up stuff. He's gonna do something illegal.
He's gonna do some fucked up stuff.
They can actually sell a
Yeah,
3D Donkey
no,
Kong.
but like I think his face really lets them
Yeah.
show off like expressiveness, and I think Nintendo, they're very big like we like focusing on like what we can do with like our art team more than anything, and I think Donkey Kong is kind of a perfect character for that, and I think that's kind of why he got the priority immediately.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I like it. He looks good.
He
the
looks
game fun.
amazing. I love the face he does near the end of the trailer.
You really want
Can
to put
you
this
show
image
them
of
for
him next to
Where's the
Kanamori
eyes
from
come out?
Keep Your Hands Off Azuki, and I'll do it. You seem very dedicated to this one. What do you mean
I
work
worked
hard?
hard
You
on
put a
this
picture of an anime girl next to Donkey Kong and like paint. This took you like a minute.
Yeah, and okay, and
She had to
Yeah, and-
find these images. It took so long.
yeah, I had to find these images. Ooh, you hate my images. Ooh, you hate my images. Ooh.
I'm trying
Biz.
to.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, I was gonna say I'm trying to speed up this Homer GIF as fast as I can, but it's capped at a certain point, and now it's just making the GIF like lower quality.
Put this
I
on-
can't, I can't make it any faster than this.
You need
It's
to
like
get rid
stuck.
Maybe you need to like.
This
cut
looks
out
like
the audio
analog.
from that.
If you put a grayscale filter over it, it'll look like analog horror.
There was a bit of a worry, I
Oh.
think, with this one after the direct. I don't know if you all remember Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, which is a game that infamously,
Yeah.
if you're a Donkey Kong fan, kind of like didn't have anything from any other Donkey Kong game in it and kind of ignored the series history. And there was a bit of a fear, I think, from people who like Donkey Kong, they were going to do that again. But those fears were persuaded in a kind of funny way. Like 3 hours after the direct, they put the trailer on their Nintendo app, and they swapped one of the scenes out in the direct to have Cranky in it instead, which I thought was kind of funny. Like, no, don't worry, there's still Donkey Kong guys in this. Don't worry.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Rare fans just feel so persecuted that they just can't. They can't accept like an
Yeah,
open hand with treats. In it.
I think
Like,
I
no,
was a
no,
little
don't
sad, like,
worry.
oh, if Diddy or Cranky or them aren't in this at all, I'll be a little upset. But I think once we saw Cranky, I'm like, all right, do whatever you want now, as long as like some of the guys are like hanging out still, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm just wondering
Yeah.
where Diddy is. I wonder where Diddy is. I just
I wonder
left
where you
the
are, little
tower.
buddy.
we do have a replacement little
Yo,
buddy character.
do we want
in
to
this
talk
game.
about
We do.
something to happen? Maybe relate to that.
Yeah.
So
I guess so. I mean, it's very
do you
mysterious.
have, if you've seen like the direct and you like seen like some of the footage they did in the treehouse, the Donkey Kong's little friend in this game called Odd Rock. It's just called the Odd Rock.
The Odd Rock is out.
But they there's like a main box art render of this game, and it's Donkey Kong and the Odd Rock. And then later, like 3 days later, Nintendo of Korea, of all things, uploaded that same render to like their site. But there was something weird. There was something different. The Odd Rock was swapped out for what looks like a young Pauline, like a younger looking Pauline character. And this was swiftly removed like a bit later, so this is clearly not supposed to be shown. And the funny thing is, we're probably not gonna get an answer for this for like another month. But there's a few weird things going on, and I think the theory, I believe, is that we don't really know the identity of this character. We don't know if it's Pauline or like a relative of Pauline. I have my preferences, and I'll maybe touch on that in a second. But the prevalent theory right now that I could believe is that the Odd Rock just is this character. She has like a band that has a crystal rock on it, which is one thing. And I think the bigger thing for me, even on top of that, is that the Odd Rock in like treehouse footage is like scared of Donkey Kong, and it specifically mentions, "Oh, monkeys, I'm scared of the big monkey," and then which is like, I get Pauline could be scared of, she have monkey trauma or whatever. But the bigger thing is Donkey Kong specifically calms the Odd Rock by singing to it.
That was a really good sentence. I want you to know. Just like out of
Calms
context.
the Odd Rock by singing to it.
Oh, do you think that means we could get another appearance from the famed Pauline?
I hope
hit
not. They
single?
put Joe Up Superstar this and like no more. No more. No, but like I do think it's interesting. Like the main thing, the Pauline's like character trait is singing, and
Yeah. Oh, and Odd Rock has
Right.
full voice acting, and that's something Pauline
Now, I
has been
have-
shown to be capable
I have a
of.
theory on who I think this is
Yeah.
though. I don't think this is Pauline. I see a lot of like, oh, it's a time travel backstory thing. I think the answer is much simpler. I think this is Pauline's daughter or something. And my theory on that, and this is gonna sound silly, people are like, oh, where's the dad? Bowser Jr. does have a mom. Who cares? They don't need to reveal a dad. But my thing is, so Cranky Kong and Pauline are characters who are connected already. Like they're like generation 1. I think it'd be really cute and really fun if like the younger like childs of those characters teamed up. Like after like their parents like were like rivals, like Donkey Kong and like Pauline Jr. were now like friends. I think that'd be
another animated kids property about generational
cute.
trauma.
I just think it'd be cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pauline's
It would be
daughter,
cute.
or niece.
Oh, do you ever saw like the edit where it's like it's Homer and Bart?
Yeah, somebody traced this over. I don't know what it is, but somebody traced over this render with like Bart and Homer instead.
I haven't seen that. I saw the
didn't see
Steven Universe one.
one.
It's the one guy that makes like Pikmin
yeah.
edits all the time on Twitter.
Oh yeah, right. So
But
the real dog the
But
other day.
I think this
The
is
real
this
boy.
is Pauline's daughter, and they're gonna do a cute like generational thing. That's my theory on this.
Yeah, which I've never understood. Like, so Pauline was
Yes.
the original Pauline, but why is Cranky Kong
So-
like an old fuck and she's like is it just that monkeys
Here's
age
the
quicker?
thing,
I
here's the
assume.
thing.
Is that
I think
the-
Rare wrote that lore as a joke. Like they thought it was funny, and they didn't think Nintendo would ever like, take it seriously
Right.
ever.
The joke is that Cranky Kong is like an old school guy, so he's from a different generation of video games. So he's like,
I
"Oh,
see.
I'm literally from the arcade game, and you're the newer, hipper Donkey Kong." I don't think the lore for it is very well thought through.
No, yeah, it's a
Which is
cartoon.
fine.
I think
Yeah.
Rare literally never thought Nintendo would take that like lore seriously, and they've stuck to it. Cranky Kong is in this, and he mentions his rival being Mario in this. Like he references Mario, so they stuck by it. They stuck by it.
Yeah, maybe he was just
Maybe.
like really old the whole time, and no one even noticed it until they looked.
What do
closer.
you think of these new monkeys?
What do you two think?
Are you gonna ask?
I'm
me what
over
I think?
here in my own little world. I'm like fucking with Homer, like he's my little lab rat.
I was gonna ask, what did you think of the new monkey villain characters? Because Donkey Kong.
They
They
look
look
so
great. I love
cool.
the women. I love
Now
the
they're
woman.
woke. Now they're
Yeah,
woke.
the
I think-
woman, Cunty Kong.
I think Donkey Kong.
Donkey
You know, they've
Kong!
kind of they've set a big precedent himself with K. Rool, who made like a big impact, and they didn't want to use him again for returns, which I get. But I feel like they kept trying to maybe make something as good, and the Tiki Track tribe suck ass. They're horrible, and I hate them.
Well, the Rizzler likes them.
Oh yeah,
The villain
Yeah,
is
it's
Tiki
so
Cat
funny.
Tribe.
I love that he like read copy.
Yeah.
The Snowmats are pretty cool. I like them, but like the big problem is their boss is boring as shit. I don't care about Lord Frederick. I think this is the best they've done since K. Rool. They're fun like guys, and their leader looks fun. That being said, though, I still think K. Rool might be in this.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation on King K. Rool's appearance, and you know, if you're following this game closely, and you're someone who likes King K. Rool, you're probably already aware. You're probably like in the camp who's like conspiring to uncover this secret before Nintendo reveals it officially. There's a lot
Right.
of like crocodile imagery.
And to be clear,
There's
it's
pretty
more than just that they're
interesting-
crocodiles. They're built just like Kremlings. They have like the big upper body and the small underbody, and there's like the same like cartoon like
Yeah.
finger proportions as the Kremlings. It's very weird. There's like a boss. It's a big crocodile. Sorry, bitch, it's fucking ruining my Donkey Kong discussion by sending more and more Homers. I'm thinking, putting all these, she's like breaking over. Okay, like,
This is something Rosie would be doing during the show.
I kept compressing it, and it just like froze in midair, and his
this,
shirt is
this stream is
flashing. I don't
double
know how
your
that
roses,
happened.
double your fun right now.
Oh my god,
Double your toys.
No, I
double your
guess
fun.
Jen's getting a 2-for-1 deal. Thanks. Ty.
I'm crying. I'm
No,
sorry.
okay. There's this big stone crocodile boss in this game that has K. Rool's like cape pattern
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah. Okay, Ryan, what do you think if K. Rool is truly in this game? What do you think his role is? Do you think he's like the secret mastermind?
I thought he might be at first. My first theory on this, which was stupid, but it's funny, is I thought the idea was going to be that he was dead and they were trying to like go like dig him out and like revive him somehow. Because that's just like
God.
It's like the theory they made for like DK Country Curse saying like, oh, these are like the dead souls of gremlins.
That would be funny.
No, I was gonna say that just felt like something Rare would do.
Of that.
Would be like K. Rool died.
Right, yeah.
I don't think that anymore though. I think he's in this, but I think he's not the villain. My theory is the kind of idea seems to be that the villains are doing like some sort of like crystallization, like stone transformations. It's like a lot of people, like a lot of characters. I think he's in this. If he's in this, I think he got transformed too, and then at some point in the game, like, yeah, he'll like he'd be like kind of forced to team up with Donkey Kong. Is maybe my theory.
Okay, I kind of imagine something slightly similar, except instead of being captured, he's been like Thor in Avengers Endgame, where he gets like really fat and plays Fortnite, and he has a big beard.
That'll be just like Banjo-Kazooie.
Just reuse the joke from Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh yeah, that is
where K. Rool's just been in hiding in retirement, and they have to bring him out because like for some reason like he's the only one who could stop this or something.
Oh man, it'll just like be like that one music video.
Yes, the fan made. What is it called? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Raising the bar.
No, but there's a lot of things. If there is one thing in this game that if it's not K. Rool, they wrote it very evilly. Cranky Kong mentions like, once I heard the banana horde was kidnapped, I knew exactly who did it. I had to chase him down. How could someone like him command such power? It's like, if it's not about K. Rool, you accidentally wrote something very evilly.
Yeah.
It's actually about some new character from Cranky Kong.
That being said, though, even though I talked about, if he's not in this, I think I'll be fine. But the new villains are a lot of fun, which is, I think, this the big problem the previous ones kind of suffered from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just had like the right kind of stylization and character design in their design in it. For like the other two in like Freezes and Returns, they're kind of like
it's the fucking Tiki Trap tribe. I hate them. I can't believe. Sorry, tangent real quick. I'm so mad they made that Donkey Kong theme park and used those fucking guys as the main villains of that park. Shut up. No. Grow up. Yeah, the Tiki Track tribe were like the villain guys to that park. Nobody likes the Tiki Track tribe. Every other guy they had would have been better. They could have just not had anyone who would have been better. I grow up.
Those enemies are on the level of the Crash Bandicoot like Wii era.
Right.
That's where I put them in my mind. Sorry to any fans of the Wii era of Crash Bandicoot.
You just lost like 20 subscribers.
You just lost 20 Tommy clones.
I will say also, in between the Mario Kart theme being really good and a lot of the music we've heard during like the treehouse being really good, and there's like a music kind of like breakdown during this trailer I really liked. I hope this is the era where Nintendo maybe gets their groove back in terms of music a bit.
Yeah, it's been a little understated. Like Odyssey and Wonder, they have like good tunes in there. But you're right.
There's like almost nothing from like those two games I like to listen to on my own time. Really.
I think
I know, right?
3D World. I think.
Oh, you know,
I put 3D World pretty high up in terms of.
Bowser's Fury was pretty good. Bowser's Fury brought it. I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Zelda's music was very like whatever to me.
Oh my god, Echoes of Wisdom was so fucking shit. Like the soundtrack, like aside from the main theme, like I don't remember any other song in that game.
Pikmin 4 has like the main theme that's pretty good and like nothing else. Again, Kirby brought it. But Kirby's like very outside Nintendo's anyways. Like they bring it all the time anyway.
They have their own
but like I feel like a lot of the main say Nintendo franchise didn't really bring it music wise. So maybe this will be the gen they change that around.
Perhaps. Well, we'll see. We got the Nintendo Music app now, where you can listen to all your
You
favorite.
can listen to
hits from
Luigi's
favorite.
Mansion music fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
What they did like a poor transfer of the Luigi's Mansion music, and so it all
Oh
sounds
no,
like
I didn't
wonky.
hear about
It's
that.
pretty bad.
Yeah,
That's ass. Oh no,
I don't know how that happened. I guess because
Yeah,
the
that's
music is
fucking suck.
sequenced. I don't know what they did though. They like turned it into Sonic 4 and messed it up.
Oh god. No, we're trying to do
God.
I
classic
guess
music.
one last thing about this direct before we wrap it up. Interestingly enough, again, I could talk about Mario and Donkey Kong like for hours, but I'm railroading myself a bit. One interesting thing about this direct I noticed is there was, in terms of Nintendo first party, like Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, Kirby, and like the Hoops game, they were all, besides Kirby, which has no firm date, they're all like first month or two games. They did not show much for the rest of the year. I'm curious.
Yeah, well,
Kirby's August.
They did say that.
Okay,
Well,
yeah, right.
but
That's
not
what I
era.
meant. Like new stuff.
Yeah.
They
Right,
didn't
new
date
stuff. I
much
get what
for
you're
like
saying.
past July, really. And I'm curious if there's going to be like another direct with more for the rest of the year, or they're kind of like combining like Pokemon will just be like the December thing. I don't know. I wonder if there's any more for Switch 2 we'll learn about this year.
Yeah, that probably is because you can only reveal so much in like
Mhm.
one presentation. I imagine they just want to get a bunch of launch stuff, launch hype together, and then there's probably going to be another big push during the holiday season. So there might be some other game.
I don't think Mario.
know
I
what it would
definitely
be.
think I think 3D
No.
Mario is. I don't think they want to do that the same year as Donkey Kong in particular.
Yeah.
If I had to
Yeah.
make two big swing guesses in terms of what I think, oh yes, I forgot Zelda. I forgot Zelda's also coming out this year. The Hyrule Warriors. Oops. But in terms of, like stuff, I don't even
What is
remember.
it?
What that matters to you?
Yeah, okay.
My
Mario
two
Wear
maybe
Mouth
like possibilities are Mario Maker 3, and they use like the mouse Joy-Con as like a big thing they emphasize. I think that's possible.
Yeah.
My other one is I still think Animal Crossing seems pretty possible to me fairly soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Give me-
I actually agree. I agree.
That reminds me. Dana's Tomodachi Life.
Tomodachi Life's
is-
next year.
right?
Yeah.
That's
It was
for
the one
next year.
before.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Next year for
Yeah.
the Switch 1.
Yeah.
Something
It's
to
wild that
say.
they're like still announcing Switch 1 games. Like I thought they would just kind of stop.
Yeah, I
But-
mean, I guess they tried to do that with the 3DS because the 3DS
That's
still had a lot
fair.
of people that were buying it, but they didn't anticipate that there would be such a fall off after the Switch came out.
With the 3DS though, it's like an entirely different console. Like they're
Right.
like this is just like a better Switch, so it's like why not just,
Right.
focus
I guess they
attention
know
on-
that people bought the first Switch, so if they can get extra people who haven't bought the Switch 2 to buy some of their other games, I guess that's
Yeah.
good for them. Because I don't think anyone's gonna buy a whole console
No,
specifically
yeah.
for Tomodachi Life.
I would. I would have.
I mean, someone will. Yeah. the
You'd be
the public at
surprised.
large.
You'd be surprised. That game
Yeah.
is like the top 10 selling best 3DS games. It's sold better than every Zelda game on 3DS.
Okay.
No, but my thing with Animal
Yeah.
Crossing is so I don't know if people know this. Splatoon and Animal Crossing had the same dev teams. In Splatoon 3, when did that come out? That was like 2023, 2022. Yeah, and I doubt the
years
entire
ago.
team stayed on for like the DLC and all that. I imagine they split off. I don't think they're going straight to Splatoon 4. I think Animal Crossing, it blew the fuck up with the newest one. So I think that game is probably a high priority for them now.
No, I think that's a really good prediction. Like a holiday release, that'd be a good one because I can imagine people being like, "Oh, I have to get the Switch too because there's this new."
Yeah, maybe there'll be another pandemic, and they're like, "We need you to release."
They're gonna manufacture in the Nintendo lab a new disease
Yeah,
to get people to
pandemic.
stay home and play
The
Animal Crossing.
pandemic.
The pandemic. Yes.
Nintendo's
The
currently
Nintendemic.
plotting COVID 2 right now.
Nintendo is
Switch
released.
two,
COVID 2 is
let's
launching to the Nintendo
go.
Switch family of systems this holiday season.
It's like when Clarence unleashes the beast on his friends.
COVID!
Thanks. Oh,
I think I
the
could also.
bees, yes.
I think also,
Gotta go down
personally
the bees.
speaking, I could go like another 3 or 4 or 5 years without another Splatoon. I'm good for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless they're gonna release the Pearl Marina sex tape.
Ow.
yeah. I'm here for the Pearl Marina shit.
Well, why do you
This
think
point.
they opened up that movies division?
They're working on.
That's true.
They're working
They're
on
gonna have content for that.
Arena next 3 hours long on big screen.
A premium adults only Nintendo Online subscription, because they got to capitalize on the fact that people love making not safe for work content for their
Yeah,
properties. Like
Can
you
you
can't stop
imagine?
it, so why not join them?
because
Why
they
not
they did
open
buy
it
the
up?
rights for they do own a couple of porn things that they bought the
Like
rights
Super
for,
Horny
right?
Brothers.
Like Super
Maybe we
Horny
could finally
Brothers.
see the long-awaited sequels
Yeah.
on the Nintendo, because they're getting way into making new apps too. Have like a
Oh,
Nintendo
shit.
Adults app. Call it something like that. Like I don't know. We'll workshop the name. Nintendo.
Nintendo.
I don't know. Nintendoltery.
Adultery.
Download the
Nintendo.
Nintendoltery app. And imagine man, Elephant Day. Okay, yeah, finish the joke in your head. Elephant Day. You finish the joke in your head.
You
You couldn't do a sex
no, but Animal. My also thing was like I know what they're looking for Splatoon 4. They'll add new weapons and maps. That's fine. But like I feel like Animal Crossing, New Horizons, like I want them to figure like Animal Crossing out a bit more than I want them to figure Splatoon out. There's gotta be a balance they can reach between like
Me too.
the clear
yeah.
like freedom they want to give people of like building towns and like the character aspect of Animal Crossing, which was kind of lacking in New Horizons a good bit. Like the villagers have like nothing to say. There's not a lot of places to go in New Horizons. Like there's no like city, there's no like fun little island. I want to see what they could do with Animal Crossing way more than I want to see what they could do with Splatoon.
I
Yeah,
agree.
true.
Yeah.
No, I
Keep
pinned it.
being that person in
I
chat,
want
by
to be
the
able to
way.
marry one of the. I want to be able to marry
They
the
gotta
West
have
End.
nourished Animal Crossing. That's the next big step. That would sell. You could get Switch 2s off store shelves if you like showed a footage
God.
like your villager marrying like Cherry the dog and like a direct.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right, calm down. No.
Children.
Just marriage for now.
Sex-
You don't think that
Animal
would sell?
Crossing sex tape.
Well, I'm telling you, the Nintendoltery app. Get exclusive
Nintendo
photos
Edge
of your
app.
villagers
It's
on
like-
the
it's like-
Nintendoltery app.
It's like the nude photos, but they're just smooth. Like their models are just smooth.
Right. Someone's eating that up.
They're just like tubes.
I mean, there were people doing like edits where they added curves to like the shirts to make it look like the villagers were thick or something.
Okay, actually, we need to
Yeah.
stop talking because I might need to talk to Tom from Mash about this. Actually, I might need to send some Discord messages to Tom about this from Mash.
I thought you were saying it like tattling on us.
No.
He's gonna come get us.
No, we actually have something. We don't want to like give too much of this away because I think this might actually have legs, like a Nintendo adults only app. If that actually shows up on the Mash channel, you know who brought it to their attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nash gotta like partner up with Starcast.
A Starcast production.
Yeah, I mean they kind of have.
Buford
Yeah.
production.
Is that really how we're
Buford.
finishing off our
With
Nintendo
a
Direct?
Buford production. No, I hope. I'm looking for against all odds. Unfortunately, despite everything we know, I am very excited for the Switch 2 and Mario Kart. I'm sorry for being a soy consumer.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, life
Everyone's
is
excited
consumption,
about
I guess.
it. Just not the
Yeah.
price shit.
Just make sure you like shake your head whenever they announce an $80 price tag. Like this,
Yeah.
I'm not too happy about this. When you're ringing it up at GameStop, just be sure to say to the cashier, this, I'll give you the money, but I ain't.
And I'll
too
give you
happy
the money for
about
my
it,
Mario
okay?
Kart World
Yeah.
Bundle and my pre-order of Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I'm shaking my head while I do it so they know I'm like not happy about it.
Gamers, if
Yeah,
we all
it's
like
shake
they
our
run
heads at the
like-
same time, the world will
This is like-
rumble.
It reminds me of this one drawing where like Topaz asking Rude, "Why do you always shake your head when you're hitting it from the back?"
What? Okay.
Like Topaz from
Sonic, yeah,
Sonic
because
X.
she's like a government agent and something. It's like,
Oh,
cops.
okay.
Oh, because she's a cop.
I get it. Okay.
I get it.
Yeah.
I need Porter to go up
Alright.
now. I got like money for like a used car today that I sold. I need money. I need the Porter to go up now. I have the money. Go up right now. Right now. Nintendo, he paused those tariffs for 90 days. Get it up right now.
Right now. That should be their FOMO.
What is this?
Oh my god.
What is this?
This needs to go.
It's incomprehensible. Oh, no, wait, I'm gonna post this on screen, then also put it on the blue sky.
Can I use that as my banner on Twitter?
Oh, God.
Or Blue
Believe it or
Sky?
not,
Yeah.
we still have an hour left of discussion somehow. I think we're gonna hit 4 hours because this image is.
He was forced to work for gun.
It's Freddy Fazbear Bonanza.
Bonanza.
This
Okay.
is how the devs
Keep
of
your hands up.
Security Breach of fucking stood up against their boss.
Oh yeah. This is
If I get, one more
huge
closing
statement.
thing on Switch
Yeah.
2, though. This is related to a game. I just had an extra thought that I remembered I wanted to bring up. I do find it interesting, and I think we're getting a full sequel instead of this, but I do find it interesting. Mario Wonder was one of the first games they kind of confirmed coming to Switch 2 as like a cross-gen thing, but it doesn't seem to have any enhanced version yet. So the thought has crossed my mind, like, what if they're just doing like a big DLC for that game? I don't think that's happening.
You have been saying that
No,
for
but
like 3 years.
now that they're doing
straight.
these, they did. I don't know.
Yep.
Now they're doing
Badly.
like these DLC Switch 2 port things. Like the thought is recrossed. I do think
You're
they'd
right.
probably do a new game
Mhm.
because I feel like they probably had so many ideas on that first one.
Yeah, probably.
Though they did finally do DLC for a Mario Party
That's
game,
true.
so anything can happen.
They were so
now.
weird about
That's
that.
true.
That's never happened before. When they revealed Jamboree like 6 months ago, I made the joke like, everyone's gonna be like, oh, the DLC potential. They're not making it. There's no way they're doing DLC for it. They never do it, and they did. Yeah, Mario Wonder, but they remember to add bosses. Yeah, just the DLC is just the huge boss.
The
rush.
Koopalings are back.
There we go. The Koopalings are back. The Wonderlings. You can call them the Wonderlings.
The Wonderlings.
Yeah, the Wonderlings.
That's what all the Bowser Juniors are. Actually, they're all different characters.
They're all different Wonderlings.
No one realized.
Wonderlings is actually a fire pun. They need to use that.
If they make Mario
I
Maker
know.
3 and like Daisy's playable, and they're like, all right, here's your $80.
Yeah, man, that game, if they like spend a lot of time on that, I feel bad for the second game because that felt like such a coronavirus, like just killed whatever plans they had for that. I need the third game. A Mario Maker with mouse controls, that has potential to just be like an evergreen title.
I need
that you
mouse
can just keep
controls and I
adding
need
on to.
Peach and Daisy playable. They gotta make. I'm telling you, the easiest thing they can do to promote that game without even trying is like put Peach and Daisy in and make them playable in all the styles and let them have all the power ups they could have used before. You can have like the Frog Peach art on your timeline all the way up. Hashtag Mario Maker 3. Everyone's gonna know to buy it. It's so easy. I'm telling it to them.
No way.
Frog Yoshi.
Okay.
Frog
Any other?
Yoshi.
There's one more.
other
We won't
topics?
spend too long at this one, just because we went way longer than I even expected on Switch 2 stuff. Oopsie daisies. But I do feel like we need to talk about
Right.
this because I feel like you would want us to. Guys, what did you think of the Phineas and Ferb reboot trailer?
Yeah,
I didn't
Ty,
see it.
what'd you think of the Phineas and Ferb revival trailer, Ty? When you watched it, what was your first reaction?
I mean, was there anything directly bad about it? It was just more Phineas and Ferb, right?
No. Okay, for this discussion, I want to bring out my theory, I don't know what you'd call it, my hypothesis board.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Okay.
devising theories here. There's been a lot of animated revivals, and a lot of them have different approaches, different levels of quality, and I think we should get ready. We should be ready to like start categorizing them, and like putting them in different tiers of, I guess, concept and execution.
Yeah.
This Phineas and Ferb trailer, It looks good. I mean, it has a lot of the same creative team from the original show. And they all seem pretty excited about it. But largely it does kind of just it looks basically the same. It's got the
Yeah.
same formula. It looks like it's going to be more of the same. So I feel like I've noticed sometimes. Okay, so this is a tier. I think I'd put this in a tier similar to the Futurama revival, where it's kind of just trying to just act as if the show never ended, basically.
Yeah.
And my prediction is it's going to have a pretty good run of like decent episodes. People will watch it and say like, "Oh, this is like cozy. I remember Phineas and Ferb." But I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't do anything too extraordinary, too noteworthy. Because as it is now, it looks solid, but there's not really much to say about it, I guess.
Yeah, there's
I was shocked like how like blank I was during that show. Like I didn't even go like, oh, it's my favorite characters back from my childhood. I just kind of felt like, oh well, it's more of these guys. And part of that for me, this may be my fault. These fucking characters refuse to leave my life. When Phineas and Ferb ended, they were on Milo Murphy like 2 years later, and then Doofenshmirtz became a main character on Milo Murphy. He did. Did you not know about this?
Yes, you didn't know? Yeah. Oh my god. That's one of the biggest things about in the second season, Doofenshmirtz's house gets destroyed and he has to move in with Milo Murphy. So he just kind of takes over the show and it becomes about Doofenshmirtz.
What the fuck? I didn't know anything.
Yes.
That's wild.
That's kind of like one of the biggest problems with Milo Murphy is that like they were too zealous to like get back into
Milo Murphy is like the C plot and a certain like the main character is like the C plot in that show by the second season.
Yeah.
That's
no, that's completely true.
They just wanted to do Phineas and Ferb, but they couldn't.
Yeah, after Milo Murphy, they did the movie, they did the reboot movie. We're back in our brand new movie. They did that. And then they did like they're doing Chibiverse stuff right now, and they bring those guys in like every week to like do new stuff on that. And now there's this. It's like these guys haven't left my life for a single second. I haven't been able to escape them.
They're not like.
Yeah. So I mean, looks all right. I'll probably check in. I'll probably enjoy it.
See how
I do feel like
are
to some extent we're reaching a little like loss. How do I word like low sunk costs? We're reboot stuff. I feel like we're running out of like excitement for these kind of reboots and revivals. I've been kind of just feeling that lately. Like, does anyone even remember Tiny Toons had a reboot at this point?
I didn't remember that. No.
Yeah. No. It is. And sometimes some of them are good. Like in my hypothesis thing, there's like the more of the same tier. That's what this is that's what Phineas and Ferb is kind of looking like. I think another tier of them is like, I don't know, like Fiona and Cake, or like even like Beavis and Butthead. The new King of the Hill. I
have faith in that one. That one is one I believe in. Mike Judge proved everyone with Beavis and Butthead. I believe in him again.
Yeah, I think I would call that tier like, I don't know what you'd call it, like worthy successor maybe, where it kind of seems like it's still kind of what you liked about the original, but they're taking advantage of the fact that they're doing it in like the modern day. Like King of the Hill looks like it's aging up the characters.
Yeah.
So you can kind of do new stories with that. Fiona and Cake did the same thing. Beavis and Butthead, like the original show was all about 90s culture. And the new reboot of it really leans into like playing with stuff about the 2020s. They also have segments where Beavis and Butthead are like grown adults. So, and that really feels like, I don't know, that feels like there's something extra you can gain from it that wasn't
right. Like
the
big problem I had with the Futurama reboot is like I didn't think it was terrible, but the whole time I was watching, like, does this really like justify like touching the ending they did, like to make more of it? And I never thought it really did. And that's kind of a thing. I feel like after we had some decent like reboot stuff in the 2010s, but I feel like when we got the 2020s, nothing's like feel like it's worked. Like who even remembers they rebooted Animaniacs at this point?
Oh, yeah.
Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, and Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. I mean, what's that tier then? We have more of the same. We have worthy successor. I think some of them are like trying something new, but it doesn't quite work. That's kind of
what Clone High I think ended up in for me.
Yeah, I think Clone High is the poster of that for me too. Where it feels different from the original show, but it doesn't quite.
Oh, we're gonna say that
as well as I want, sadly.
I was just gonna say, Animaniacs is very much like they're trying to be like self-aware about it. Like that was kind of the whole thing. Was like, this is a reboot. Whoa!
And then
Like,
Tiny Toons
the
also
whole
was like
joke.
Tiny Toons. I haven't watched much of that one, but it felt very much like just kind of taking the original concept, but trying to be a new show. Kind of like it kind of had a new setting and everything. I can't really speak to the quality.
I watched like one episode,
I don't know. I didn't hear much about
Tiny
it.
Toons kind of confused. This is kind of how I feel about a lot of like reboots of like kids cartoons in particular. Like I kind of watch them like, who's this really for? I don't think kids really care about Tiny Toons, and adults maybe have grown out of Tiny Toons. Like, what does this mean to like anyone really? I guess.
I track what you're saying there.
They should have made big tunes, and they're all big.
Yeah.
Biggie Toons.
Yeah.
Wait, what if the Toons were some sort of heroes and they were sort of like they were kind of lunatics of sorts?
No.
And they got unleashed.
No.
Oh no. Hamster and Gretel died for this. Did
like
Doofenshmirtz ever appear in Hamster and Gretel?
Yeah.
He did. They teased him in like a poster. Like he was gonna have like his own appearance, like his own episode or something.
Was Hamster and Gretel another Dan Pavlmeyer
yes
show?
It is. Oh, you don't even know. It's
I've never heard of that one.
Hamster, they get superpowers. And Kevin
yes, his LGBT cousin.
It's all right. He does have an LGBT cousin who says the word.
She says heteronormative.
She says like yes, which is a crazy word to hear in a Disney Channel cartoon.
Yeah.
Written by Dan Pavlmeyer.
Do you think Dan Pavlmeyer is going to AI generate any episodes for the new Phineas and Ferb?
We can't.
Or is there a thing with AI
Dan
generation? Dan
Pavlmeyer of Phineas and Ferb fame is like on TikTok and he keeps making freaking TikToks with AI stuff in it. And I keep just being like,
no.
Don't dive into that. He doesn't know.
I think it's the very standard, like, middle-aged person who's very, like, vexed.
Yeah.
Is the right word. He's just kind of entranced by it. Like Butch Hartman every few months saying, I ask AI to make me into a superhero. I think it's just kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully no AI in this show. I thought the trailer, the animation looked a little more rigged. But I saw one of the animators, like, posting one of their shots, and they said that it's not actually rigged. They just have like very like Family Guy level cleanup.
It kind of looks like how Candace Against the Universe looks sometimes. So I think that's a bit off-putting to some people.
Right. I think it's a little better. They got like it's not as obviously wrong as some of those. The backgrounds look pretty
the show
nice,
looks the same, just pretty much to me.
Yeah. It was a good looking show.
I hope more aliens show up. They love their alien plot twists in these shows.
Oh my god, there's totally gonna be like an alien thing. He's obsessed with aliens.
Wow, it's an alien, Ferb.
Well, Ferb, did you know Hamster and Gretel, like the premise of that show is aliens give them their superpowers? One of the AI TikToks we're talking about, he AI generated some aliens.
The second season of Milo Murphy. The second season of Milo Murphy is about aliens, and so is the first season also, actually. They love aliens. They're obsessed with aliens.
Friggin' loves it. We're probably getting a new Meep episode. I think that might have even been in like the synopses that they've shown off.
That wouldn't surprise me.
What the new movie, the Disney Plus movie they did, was about them going to an alien planet.
They're actually obsessed.
They love it. They love them aliens.
People bringing up the Garfield show. I wonder if Dan Pavlmeyer is like the same age range as some of the Garfield show writers. Is there like a specific generational thing for like Gen Xers with like cartoon aliens? Was
I'm
there
thinking
something
like
that stoked this
Craig
fascination with
McCracken.
Cartoon
You know, he did Wander Over Yonder, and that was an alien show. And then in Kid Cosmic, aliens started showing up too.
Okay.
He also loves aliens. They're all these 16-year-old
True.
cartoon men are obsessed with aliens.
Maybe because they grew up in an era where like the 50s were nostalgic and like there were B movies in that era. I'm doing this just off the cuff with no research, just psychoanalyzing the Gen X obsession with cartoon aliens and flying saucers.
Dude, Penn
beaming
Ward's gonna come back
down.
to Adventure Time like in 10, 20 years. Like, I need to do aliens right now.
the alien mind virus.
JG Quintel, she's gonna do in the new
Wait,
season. Dude, we need to put aliens in regular show, dude.
Oh, what if like big diaper aliens came down?
Diaper.
Wasn't there already an alien episode that was revealed that Truffles?
Tree Trunks? Oh, you're talking about Tree Trunks like an alien husband, yes.
Tree Trunks.
Oh yeah, Penn Ward did
Aliens,
return and
aliens,
do like an
yeah.
alien episode where a bunch of gray aliens
Oh my
come
god.
to
There's so
Those are-
many aliens. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Have you seen that, Ty? Have you seen the aliens episode?
I am not. I don't think I have gotten to that one yet.
There's an
I-
episode
I-
where there's an episode of Adventure Time where they reveal like every few years Tree Trunks is visited by gray aliens. And they have like hybrid children together.
What the fuck?
They have hybrid children named Garfield. We need to find an
I'm
image.
I'm putting
of
the
that.
aliens.
love her
I won't
hybrid
stand
children.
for any Tree Trunks. Hey, I think
I love my little
she's so
hybrid
fucking
baby.
funny.
Yeah.
Someone said Steven Universe.
Oh, he is a Trek guy. Penn Ward is a Star
So
Trek
somebody
guy.
said
That is
Rebecca
true.
Sugar, Steven Universe aliens. No, she's too young. They're too young. But they,
Yeah.
No, those aren't like traditional like space aliens.
Those
and
are
flying
beautiful women
saucers. Those are
aliens.
More like
that's
Yeah.
beautiful woman aliens.
It's just lesbianism.
that's
I think that comes
that's
naturally.
freaking Jasper,
with that.
beautiful butch dyke lesbian aliens.
Yeah.
Oh, Jasper!
This screen is horrible.
I gave Jasper my number. She doesn't know what a phone is.
I think we've said all we have to about cartoon revivals. And
I will say one thing about
for
Adventure
now.
Time. I'm very grateful. The
Yeah.
show I like the most needs to come back and do interesting things instead of being boring forever. If it keeps coming back, I'm very grateful.
Yeah, though we still have to see the first look at Adventure Time side quests. Who's excited for Adventure Time side quests?
Yippee!
A young Finn and
Wait,
Jake
wait,
go on
wait,
epic
wait,
adventures, fighting monsters and going in dungeons. It's a concept you've never
Okay,
seen before.
We went on.
Oh my god. My boys are going.
We went on way
Sorry.
overtime this week, so I'm not going to do anything I talk and watch. I think we should consolidate. Rosa, for you this week, just this week, I'm consolidating you and Seeps that you watched the Minecraft movie. Please talk about the Minecraft movie, you two.
Are we the two people? Biz, have you seen the Minecraft movie?
I'm going to watch it tomorrow with friends. I've still
Okay,
not watched
so-
it.
We don't want to spoil too much here.
Don't spoil.
But yes,
Don't
the
spoil.
Minecraft movie. Get the Minecraft movie on screen. The Minecraft movie released in the past week. It's become like a worldwide sensation. It's kind of been scary. I went to the movies like yesterday, and they had to put a sign up telling people not to throw food in the
Yeah.
auditorium.
I've been seeing
Uh,
videos of people like when he says chicken jockey, they fucking throw
Yeah.
popcorn all over the room and
Yeah, that's pretty
scream.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Please don't post the Lava Chicken song. I can't. Okay.
I was singing that in the
um,
car. It was so bad.
I watched
like
it
listened
the-
to it once and I couldn't get it out of my head.
Oh god. I'm mad. I did not that song I watched this movie the day it came out. That song was not stuck in my head until someone kept like
Was it
messaging
Niall?
me videos of it. And now it is in my head. No, it was someone unrelated, but it's just unrelated to the show. It was oh my god.
Dave's lava chicken.
But no, yeah, I watched it as soon as I possibly could. Because I have the AMC rewards thing
That's
where I
fun.
get to see 3 movies a week. And I was like, I need to spend one of these on a Minecraft movie. It was I guess to give my general thoughts of the movie. It was really bad, but I also
Thank you, honey.
I also laughed so much watching it. It might be one of the funniest movies.
Critics and
of the
audiences
year
agree.
for me.
Yeah.
Critics and audiences agree.
I
How did you access the movie, Rosa? Because you
I
have a bit of a different experience than me with this movie.
So, in the middle of like the night, like 5 or 6 in the morning, I saw a message from Andrew that said, Rosa, the Minecraft movie. Here's a download link for all my friends. And I downloaded the movie. It's like, okay, thanks, Andrew.
Yeah,
Was
and
it
And
the
I was sitting
fucked up
here-
version?
Yeah, the
keep
unfinished
going.
version.
Yeah.
so you have the unfinished cut of the Minecraft movie that somehow got leaked. That's an insane thing to leak on the premiere of a big like Hollywood movie like this. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it enhances the experience because now I get to see how people did like handle the villagers.
So yeah, it's basically like all the special effects are completely unfinished.
Mhm.
It just sounds like a great way to watch that movie.
So if people are wondering, that scene is in the movie. The image of like the 2 mascots, yeah, that was in the movie.
Completely unaltered, unedited, exactly.
Yeah, in the
how it
beginning of the
appears.
movie. Yeah, it looks weird because it's unfinished, but yeah.
But yeah, this is directed by Jared Hess, who is known for Napoleon Dynamite, and I think
Oh,
that
makes
Nacho
sense.
Libre.
Yeah.
Okay, now that makes sense.
Yeah. I think the biggest strength of this movie is that it has a lot of like quirky, weird things about it. It's a very like strange movie, and it feels like it's intentional. There's a character called General Chungus,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
and he has a line where he's like, "I'm gonna have to unalive you, bro,"
Oh my god.
which is just very like intentionally just. I think unserious is a pretty good word for it. Man, but part of me. So, I mean, everyone knows the plot of this movie. A bunch of people from the real world, they find the Minecraft world, the overworld, they call it.
The overworld.
And they go through crazy, like, crazy CGI action adventures, interacting with all the items of Minecraft.
Mhm.
It's a really funny movie because it feels like most of the time is spent. If you've seen the trailers, that wavelength of like Jack Black is just,
I'm saying things that are from the Minecraft game. This is a crafting table. You use it to build things. This is a pickaxe. We gotta go down in the redstone mines. The redstone is used to transfer energy. I use it to build contraptions. This is a village.
that's the entire movie. Just Jack Black explaining Minecraft to people. Which is so stupid. It's kind of bad for a movie. I would say this is a movie. Something I wrote down. I had to write down like notes on my phone during it. I had to like go out into the aisle and like I gotta write this down so I don't forget this. This is a movie completely void of subtlety.
Yeah.
Which is really, it's kind of, it can be irritating. If you're someone who can't stand Jack Black, this might be the single most grating experience you might
Yeah.
possibly have watching the movie. Because this is the most Jack Black has ever been, like, pretending to be himself. He's just utterly a caricature. Nothing he says is believable. There's a part where, like, his dog is getting in trouble, and he's like, "Dennis, no!" It sounds exactly like that. This is a movie that will convince you that Jack Black is a terrible actor, and I know that he's not. I've seen him in things like Kung Fu Panda. He's like excellent in those. He's like believable. Poe is a believable character. Steve from Minecraft is like just completely.
I would act that way too when I realized I drew Kyle under the bus for this.
No, he's just kind of living his dream. He knows he's like he's an untouchable Hollywood celebrity right now, and he's just kind of kicking back
For now.
He's getting to roll. Yeah, well, as far as we know, but yeah, you know,
Yeah.
all the acting in this movie feels like people playing pretend.
It is.
I'd say maybe the younger two actors. There's a kid, and he has like an older sister. Who
I
I'm
have
surprised she's not like
trouble-
16 years old, by the way. I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be like working age.
Yeah,
she's
that's
like his
like,
old
it was-
guardian.
Yeah, that's so weird because like she like it's
She
hard to
seems
face
like a teenager character.
Right.
She's supposed to be pretty young though. Like their mom
Wow.
died.
Just like
and,
Lilo
she
and
has to
Nani.
It's kind of like a yes,
Yeah.
exactly. It's a Lilo and Nani situation.
Did anyone lay any eggs in this movie?
Definitely not something that happens.
Did anyone
in
lay
real
any
life.
eggs in this movie?
What?
Like Pleakley will in the new Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah, I did.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, I did.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ty. I laid
my
eggs.
God. Ty,
Okay,
you don't even
cool.
know. Fleekley
Yeah, this is what Sig meant, like not knowing if I was pregnant.
If you don't know, Pleakley is not going to be dressing in drag in the new Lilo and Stitch, so they're going to give him an
I
egg.
saw that.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Wait, what about laying eggs though? How does that?
We're just
Oh.
being stupid, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
no one
thought that
lays
was
an egg in this
actually a
movie.
thing.
There's not an
Yeah,
epic scene where a chicken lays
I'm
a
not sure
square
if I
egg
can
and it
lay
lands on
eggs.
someone's face and the egg is on their face.
Damn. That's a
no.
There
shame.
is a joke where there's a sheep and
Yeah?
wait. I'm sorry. Well, there's a scene where there's a sheep. You're not gonna believe this when I tell you this. This was like it was a gut busting joke. The sheep starts getting attacked by zombies, and the sheep screams in like a human
my
voice,
God.
but it's
Oh,
like a
right.
sheep.
Sound.
Yeah, it sounds like a human, but like it's a sheep, and he's screaming. Isn't that like crazy? I can't. That's like so creative. I can't think of the last movie I've seen.
I can't
in the
remember.
last 8
Okay.
months that has had that joke in it.
Okay, I don't remember hearing. Was it like the meme scream? Because I don't remember that. I think they just had like an actual guy just scream.
Well, no, that's what all the movies do. They just have a guy. That's what Thor did. I don't know if you can legally use the same voice clip, but it's always the same joke of like someone screaming.
Yeah, but I remember this one was like, it was more fucked. It was just straight up just like a guy screaming.
It was more fucked up and demented.
Yeah, this is like a serious movie.
It's scary
Like-
characters, you know.
I can't remember, but I feel like it was like a stock. Like they just had the guy scream for like a reminder. Like, all right, this is where we had like the.
Oh,
I
you
don't know. I
thought it
don't
was a
remember.
I don't know. I have not seen like the unfinished print version of it, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
But what I think one of the funniest parts of the movie, the subplot
Yeah.
with Jennifer Coolidge and the villager having a romance, I think was legitimately some scenes in the movie, and there's like 3
That's not
scenes
enough.
of them. And I was kind of disappointed, and that kind of makes me think this is cases of a video game adaptation where I think it might have actually been better if they went the route of the Minecraft stuff coming into the real world. Just because I feel like the stuff they do in the real world feels they craft this kind of interesting version of reality. Like it's not completely realistic. It's kind of like one thing they do a lot to make the real world look boring. Like a lot of it's very gray. It's always overcast. I feel like the set design had a lot of like square motifs, which is pretty interesting just in the real world. And they had a lot of like strange one-off characters. Like there's like a quirky, like funny teacher character who has some funny lines. There's the principal who falls in love with one of the villagers. So I just workshopping for another Minecraft movie. I think it'd be fun to do that a little more. Just do a little more of the real world stuff, and then mix
Maybe
in Minecraft.
Jack Black
with
could
it.
sing a bit more next time too. I'm feeling because this one.
Yeah.
No,
He's saying more in this
'Cause in this
than
one
like the
he's-
Mario movie.
He's
I like Minecraft. I like Minecraft.
this one is
I
singing
like
la la la
Minecraft.
lava chicken Steve lava chicken. Yeah, it's crazy as hell. Ooh, mama, see the Dio.
Why is that Homer? Can't just
He
get
actually
them.
he curse a bit
Chicken.
more in this movie for some reason.
chicken.
I saw a clip from I haven't seen it, but I saw a clip that was like supposed to be like a kind of honoring the one like Minecraft
He's a
YouTuber that
legend.
passed away. I forgot his name.
Technoblade.
Yeah,
Yes.
Technoblade. there's a pig that walks past with the Technoblade crown, and the girl's like, "What is he? Is he a king?" And he was like, "No, he's a legend." Which for people that know who that is, that's like, cool and all. But imagining not knowing what the fuck that meant is like the funniest thing ever to me. Like, what it like it's just a random ass pig with the crown. Like, no, he's a legend.
I forgot about that. That was the guy. I didn't know until now.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It was like honestly a pretty like touching tribute. If you
it's touching. Like I'm not trying to make fun of that.
But no, it is funny. Like, oh, I guess like I would just assume like, oh, I guess that's like a piggy from the video game or something. Hey.
Yeah. It's kind. It reminds me of the sorry to Ty gets to talk about FNAF. In the FNAF movie, when they introduced Golden Freddy, because audiences don't know what the fuck that is, so they had to like. They had her walk up and be like, "Oh my god, Freddy!" And then the ghost is like, "I'm not Freddy." Don't explain it.
Yeah.
Somebody that doesn't know what the fuck Golden Freddy is gonna be like, "What do you mean there's a yellow Freddy that's explicitly not Freddy?
I didn't see that
what
movie.
are you talking about?"
I mean, speaking of that,
I saw it and I forgot about that.
Just to go slightly on about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. That's one I kind of wish they didn't stick so closely to how the game characters look.
I know, right? I agree.
Because I feel like you could have like, because Golden Freddy's an older version of Freddy, so you could have like had the design look slightly different.
The reason Golden Freddy looks like that in the game is just because it was an easy model to make. In the context of like the story you're telling, it like him being like an older Freddy model, I think fans would have got that. But I imagine like people who don't know, like, is this like another one or?
I think that would have made more sense than just the identical model made more broken down in yellow. I think if they could have just had a line that's like, "Oh, that's like an old suit from the back that we haven't used like since some remodel or something."
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah. I know specifically the Red Letter Media guys watched that movie and they talked. Like Jay brought up to Mike, like, did you know that Golden Freddy that wasn't Freddy? And like they had a conversation about that.
Yeah. It's so funny to me. Like that was the worst possible way to handle that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that movie, but I did see the Nicolas Cage one.
Oh,
that one was fun.
Wonderland.
I need to see that. It looks so insane.
Fun. It's fun.
It's really
Red Letter Media hates it, but I'm gonna fight them on that.
That movie, I can't stress enough. Nicolas Cage does not say a single line throughout the whole movie, and he has the running gag of if his break starts, no matter what's happening, he has to leave and go take his break. Which
that's like it's pretty funny. I gotta say, in concept at least.
But back to Minecraft, I think one of the funniest parts of the movie. I like the man sandwich. That was I actually kind of like that. But I think the post-credit scene was
don't spoil it.
Like,
I don't want. I
didn't get to see it.
I won't spoil it.
It wasn't in the copy.
I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it.
Spoil that.
You can spoil it for me.
But this movie is so much like when the Mario movie was coming out and everyone made the jokes about like Illumination's Mario movie. That's what this is. That post-credit scene, they play it completely straight. They do like this huge reveal. And I was just like laughing so much because it's just such a stupid thing to do that for. And Jack Black is on that wavelength still. Every line he says is just so like so unserious. It's just oh my gosh, Jack Black.
Ender Pearl.
That guy he
Ender Pearl. Release. I've got a water bucket.
Electro wings.
It's insane how like Jack Black's perception has taken such a nosedive since the Mario movie. Like I remember everyone, a lot of people had problems with that movie, but pretty consistently the opinion that I heard is like I actually liked Jack Black as Bowser. Like he was like
I agree.
Funny. But like ever since then, it's just been nonstop like bad Jack Black news.
This is the peak I think this is like the peak. The you're peering into a new era for Jack Black.
Borderlands was
he's
the
just kinda, like,
beginning of the
playing
end.
pretend.
He was
was in
Claptrap
Oh my
in
god, you're
Borderlands,
right.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Oh god. I
I
didn't know
wonder-
that.
No, yeah. Do you think Jack Black's gonna sing solo that we could actually get him on this show?
You know, never
eventually?
say never.
Do you think-
Ryan.
Rose and peas and art the
Oh my
guest.
God. Oh, that would be ridiculous. Well, actually, though, because I know. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. No, I'm not gonna say it. I don't. Well, Zip, just put a pin in this. Let's just move on. That Jack Black is not.
Another forbidden topic.
It would be a long shot. It would be a long shot if we got Jack Black on this show, but there. I don't want to. Okay, I don't want to say it. No. I'm not gonna say it.
Is it about the
No, there's no way we're gonna get Jack Black on this show. Jack Black is not gonna be a guest on the Startcast. It's not gonna happen. Don't get your hopes up.
Oh fuck! Are we
It's
ending now?
definitely not gonna happen. No, let's move on. Anything else about the Minecraft movie?
Rosa, did you like it?
Sure.
Rosa, you're the person who watched. What did you think of it? Did you watch it
well, I
just
just
alone
found-
at like 6 a.m.?
No, I just watched it like in the morning, the afternoon. I just watched it while doing some stuff, and it's like, yeah, that was a movie, all right.
You watched it alone at 2 p.m.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Did you sing along with Jack Black at 2 p.m. at 2 a.m. or whatever it was? Did you sing
This
at the top
would-
of your lungs?
I think this
I
would.
could've.
This seems like a good like go out with your friends and just be like, zealous kind of movie. It is
Mhm.
going a little too crazy. I saw the video of someone bringing
Yeah.
like a live chicken to the screen.
Oh god,
It's
so
gone a little. It's
stupid.
gone a little too.
No,
like,
so
people
this
have
this
forgotten how to
happens.
go
I think
outside.
sometimes like
energy.
someone makes like a meme around seeing a movie. There was like the whole like. Do you remember like when the Minions movie came out? And there was like the gentle Minions thing where everyone like went to the Minions movie and took it like very serious. Like they came in
Yes.
suit and ties, like were acting very like polite and proper. And then the joke escalated to like, oh, let's be really loud and crazy and throw things. But like the joke was supposed to be like you were taking like it deadly seriously. I just think that happens. Like 'cause-
That's always how it goes. It's
Yeah.
teenagers. It's like it's
Right.
usually like 16, 17-year-olds doing
You're
that
just
shit.
so like.
Yeah.
You're so excited to be a part of a moment that you just have to like
Yeah,
be completely obnoxious about it, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which is a shame. I don't know how safe it is to watch this movie now.
You might get
in a
killed.
real world setting. Yeah, it might
Like
maybe
that
bring a diamond armor full set with you.
Oh
that-
shit.
it's rather evolving.
Man, Jack Black should release like a safety video telling people like not to be rowdy at the movie theater.
Mhm.
Hey, what's up?
Please.
It's Steve.
Stay in
You know-
your seats.
Yeah, you should be. Usually I love going out and mining and crafting, but I know there's a time and a place for being rowdy
Oh,
and
yeah.
bodacious. And the movie theater is
Oh,
a
yeah.
time to be courteous to your fellow person.
I found the post-credit scene. That is so
you
fucking.
seen it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't spoil it, but yeah.
I'll let you know after I watch it tomorrow. I'll give
such a
you
joke.
my
It's
Thai
almost-
opinion.
It's almost like, did they do that as a joke? Like, is anyone gonna be actually excited? It's like Yoshi in the Mario movie, except that one was done. I know that one was done completely seriously.
That might be the worst
Also-
post-credit scene ever, I think. they put that in a week before the movie came. Like, what character will definitely just be in the sequel no matter what? Yoshi will probably show up. Okay, put Yoshi's egg in the sewer.
We're
Yeah.
in that. They were in
They literally
Mario
were,
movie
yeah.
too.
It's gonna be really funny when like the Mario movie
Yeah.
2 comes out and like it's actually about like Daisy and Bowser Jr. and Yoshi's just like a character in it. Like that's it.
Yeah, they had to put Yoshi in because like, oh, we put him in the.
I think
post-credits.
that might happen because I
Yeah.
don't want to get like too conspiracy theory. I noticed like with Mario Kart World, they're really defining like what a Daisy Kingdom would look like, and they're really pushing her too. I think there's a non-zero chance she's like a big part of the next movie. And then like Bowser Jr. giving him a son, and it's going to be funny. It's like it's the Bowser Jr. and Daisy movie, and Yoshi's like their dog in this one now.
Yeah.
Yoshi, no laying eggs on the carpet.
Literally.
Illumination loves doing like, let's just like have just a bunch of just stuff in the movie, and like who cares?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If they like, I don't want them to add Bowser Jr. in because I know they're gonna like fuck it up and it's gonna like.
Who's
put
gonna
me into
ruin
the-
Bowser Jr. for you?
It's gonna
What
yeah,
if
it's gonna
they-
put me in like a
What if they get the
depression for,
Rizzler
like,
to
a
play
month.
him?
Yeah, what could they do to Bowser Jr. that would like put you into a
Honestly,
depression?
Honestly, the Rizzler voice I think could fit Bowser Jr. like better than my worry is that it's gonna be like Kevin Hart or some stupid shit like that.
No,
or like,
it's gonna
or like
be-
Aquafina.
No.
It's gotta be
Ooh,
Aquafina.
wait, I kept thinking
Yeah.
Aquafina as Daisy. Aquafina as Bowser Jr. is also possible, though.
I would as a Minecraft movie would say, I might unalive over that
Mario
one.
Movie 2 is like an Aquafina watch. Like, we have to like be on edge about who they're gonna get Aquafina to play. Cause like, it's not a.
I know.
It's like a non.
Aquafina watch. We are now issuing an Aquafina watch. Please stay inside and stay alert.
And we're like, oh fuck, what's the difference between an Aquafina watch and a warning? I always like mix those two
We're-
up. Like,
We're gonna get like
Right.
the
Google it
cast like,
again.
okay, so Daisy's this actor, Bowser's this actor. Like, oh no, Aquafina. And like, oh no, don't worry, she's Rosalina in this one.
God.
Oh,
My biggest
Aqualina.
hope for Mario 2
There's a story this time.
is that
Sorry.
come on.
Yeah, that. I hope the cast announcement is as funny as the first one was. Like that was the best moment.
He's so cool.
in, like Nintendo history to me.
It's
Like
so cool.
it
The-
just got funnier and funnier.
The Seth
It was so
Rogen
funny.
Donkey Kong image, I think, was that one just was the funniest to me. Just something about Seth Rogen next to the Donkey Kong logo.
Yeah. It was so funny. Oh my god.
They need to announce something about that movie soon, because that movie comes out like early next year. They gotta start telling us something about it. Yeah.
Does it? They probably
Yeah.
will probably delay it. Was my guess.
Hashtag delay the Mario movie.
Delay a delayed Mario movie. Is
Are we gonna hear
always
about
good.
the Dwimp? Who's playing the Dwimp?
Oh,
The wi-
you
what
mean
the- is the
Willamette
Dwimp?
Thwomp?
Oh, Dwimp.
No,
it's
the
me,
Dwimp.
Markham and Jackson.
No, the Dwimp.
Dwimp.
What is a Dwimp?
You know, the smaller Dwimp.
It's me,
You're-
Diedrich Bader Womp.
That's a classic joke.
That's it.
Classic joke. You know Thwimp, Biz?
Thwimp is the little tiny thwomp.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So
think
somebody
we're done.
somebody asked that the soon.
done.
Yeah, Mario Movie
Yeah.
2 is April 3rd, 2026. So it's less than a year now. So they probably need to start detailing something about it soon.
Just
No,
anything.
right? Like
We'll probably
just seem
get
like a
trailer,
voice cast, like reveal, like
6 months before.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we've
Synopsis.
definitely gone over time. Biz. Oh yes, Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say I wanted to. Talk about
Rosa,
stuff I
I'm
played
so
and watched
sorry.
in the
We're
speedrun.
we're
You already
so
talked
over
about
time right
Minecraft.
now.
Okay, let me just do speed
I'm
round.
giving you like 2 minutes.
Lightning
Go right
round.
now.
All right, so I've been watching Maho Precure Ryan. It's a really fun season. It feels completely different from like a regular Precure season. I don't know, maybe because like how lacking the villains are this time around. And I feel like that's like the Acid Demon Precure's little sideline because it's so tied to them being witches. But it's a fun season. I love that bear mushroom. That little fairy is like a Tamagotchi to them. They're also like gay as hell. I can't wait to see like the season that takes place when they're like adults. And I also been playing Mario Mon, which is a Mon spearheaded by like Alpharad. What's it? For Pokemon Emerald. I've been playing it on my Game Boy Advance and it's been really fun. I need my Yoshi Skunt.
Skunking steel.
Skunt. Yeah. If you want to get like the BPS for it, you had to go onto a fucking Discord server once again. They need to stop that, cut that shit out.
Chicken
Wait, hold on.
cocky.
Wait,
Here with
imagine.
fun, for some reason, there's like a Minecraft parkour reference in like Mario Mon.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Imagine Minecraft Steve doing like sex education.
Scared me.
This is a condom.
Wouldn't that be
This
cool?
is the day after pill.
Okay.
This is the birth control. Only take the birth control.
This is the post-nut clarity. You don't want to feel that ever.
Oh my god.
You don't mind? What is he like encouraging you to keep edging?
Yeah, what?
Sorry, no. This is going really dark.
Steve.
Sorry.
Jack Black Steve J-O-I.
This is supposed to be like wholesome. He's like teaching the youth about practicing. What? No.
You must only have sex when you're married. Never do it in high school.
You're dipping into
Right, sorry.
a Gerber. right
Gerber
now.
sex education.
A Gerber?
Yeah, you did
Are
the
you saying I'm
Gerber.
dipping into a Gerber?
Yeah, did I say Gerber? What's his fucking
puppet?
name? The puppet. The orange. Yeah. Is it Gerbert or Gerber?
Yeah, Gerbert.
Okay, yeah. It's you
Gerbert.
dipped into him a little bit.
Well, I don't think anyone should even hold hands if they're
Did I?
not even married yet.
I can't believe like I was given 2 minutes for like what I watched him play it, and then we're now going over time for this.
What? Jack,
That's true.
Jack
This is
Black.
unfair to Rosa.
Go on.
Jack Black needs to teach you not to get pregnant, I guess. Because Steve said I might
Yeah.
get pregnant and no one will believe it. Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Whatever,
It's just
Steve.
safe sex.
Condom.
Say, you're the
Steve,
girl who
safe
cried
sex.
pregnant.
It's crazy
is
as
what I'm
hell.
Wait.
Condom, penis. Steve's
Steve, you need to
condom
stop
penis.
using
Yeah, it's
like
safe as hell.
pregnancy as a punchline.
Safe as hell.
Don't
I know,
get
I'm thinking,
pregnant or
Steve,
you'll
This
go
movie
to
did so
hell.
well. He's gonna become like a voice of the youth, and people are gonna listen to whatever he says.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's his
love this
next
one
part-
from
next part.
Dynamo. The best way to craft a bridge to a stable future is abstinence.
That's right.
Welcome to Planned Planethood. Jack Black Empreg special.
That's
of
Empreg.
chat.
You don't want to go to Empreg, bro.
You don't
What
want
the heck?
Empreg. You don't
This
want
is
that.
nothing. Middle schooler bit? No. There's like some nuance to this. This is a future where like kids look up to Jack Black as like an authority figure. In contrast, he used to be like the rockin' guy who's like, ooh, I'm kind of like, I'm not I'm a kind of rebellious spirit, you know. I say like funny words. I think now he's gonna turn into like he's a parent now, and he's
like the
going
Walter
to be teaching
Cronkite.
lessons.
Or no,
Yes.
who's the guy that does the diabetes commercials? It's like that.
Anyway, chat, I hope you're all having
Wilford-
like a safe
Wilford
grunt
Brimley,
week.
that's the one.
Remember to wear your swamp
And
condom.
this, my legendary ladies, is a legendary vibrator.
Okay, that's enough. I think that's actually enough. Okay, but Jack Black is definitely never going to be on this show now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna crush that.
Did
Do
you
not get your
do you
hopes
think
up.
there is a chance of that happening?
I'm not saying that there was zero chance of it happening. I'm saying that there was
Is it too late to do like a quick
Sure, do it
announcement?
real
for stuff?
quick.
The VODs for the Grudge Raid is up on my VOD channel. You can find the link in the StarCats channel later. And let me see, what was it? Oh yeah. Also Pillarly has like recent Yuris on there. You should all check it out. A lot of the members were card on it.
Yippee.
And look forward to more my Mike and Melissa inspired Yuri.
Yay! I
you say
forgot
that in a
about
Jack
that.
Black voice to be more convincing.
No, you do it
Read
then.
my Mick and Melissa inspired Yuri. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, skadoosh.
Skidoo.
Wacha. Holy frickin' moly, dudes.
That was
Oh,
strong
God.
bad.
Yeah.
I'm
frickin'
scumbag.
dudes.
Holy moly, dude.
I'm Scumbag, and I'm here to say, Jack Black's lame, get pregnant.
You can't call him lame.
Wish
You can't
Tyler
call
was
him
here.
lame. We
Tyler
need to
does
keep
the
that
best
connection.
strong bad voice ever.
Yeah,
Oh.
Tyler is so funny.
And we all look up in the sky and we see a constellation in the shape of Tyler's face.
Biz, before we end the show, is there anything you want to promote?
I guess my channel, youtube.com.
Your legendary channel.
Bizabizow. My legendary channel. Right now I'm moving, so I'm probably not going to be doing videos until like next month. But then I'll have videos.
Are you not even reacting to the Mario Kart Direct? Yeah.
Is that Gandhi?
That's like in that's on the 17th. April
May
17th.
6 days. No, like
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I won't have a computer
my
then,
God.
so I won't be able
How am I
to.
supposed to get reaction videos?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, actually I think I don't know.
you
We'll
need to
see.
bum off someone's like Discord screen share when that happens.
Yeah, that's
See,
true.
if you want to react to the Mario Kart Direct, I have that day off.
No, I sound like I hate Mario Kart.
Yeah.
That's just gonna be me sitting there and you like screaming every 5
Oh, dude, they put
Yeah.
Dude, I know
Why am I courage?
Why is she- I don't think this is what she sounds like.
Well,
I heard Inner Thomas will come out.
everyone, I think this was a legendary episode of the podcast.
legendary Startcast.
For real?
Freaking moly, dudes.
True.
I'm so excited to be joining, ready to start the podcast. It's gonna be epic. Oh, Giggity Lois.
Giggity what the fuck are you about?
Oh,
Giggity Lois?
yeah.
Hey, Loris.
Oh, we can't. No, we're not going on for where this show is ending in the next 3 minutes. We got a
Okay.
3-minute timer going.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for
Goodbye.
joining. Come back.
See you later.